The Monsters Playbook is an adventure podcast for grown-ups. It contains violence and profanity and deals with adult themes that may be uncomfortable for some listeners. Listener discretion is advised.
Welcome to the Monsters Playbook, a real play Monster of the Week podcast where the players would probably just rather throw parties and go on dates or whatever, but there are monsters out here, you guys. This week on the cover story, the players wanted to have a little bit of downtime, and I'm totally fine with that. It's fine with me. I think it's fine. It's great. But there's still some weird stuff they're going to have to deal with because of what I'm like. I also should note, this episode takes place after a crossover mystery we did with another group that I run a game with. We won't be posting that episode because it is a little unwieldy, and honestly it had a lot of content that felt like it was only fun for us. But there were a couple of things that happened you'll need to know about. The team found themselves working with another group of hunters and encountered a hideout held by the secretive group The Drum, which appeared to be a place where experiments were going on, binding monsters to humans and vice versa. They also learned about a set of extra-dimensional beings called Guardians, who embody and control the various elements that make up our world. That is, elements like water and fire, but also metal and blood. And for now, the Blood Guardian, called the City of Blood, has taken an interest in Kira. And finally, one of those other hunters they worked with is Tiff Torres. Tiff grew up in the suburbs, and she's been fighting monsters since she was a teenager. She went on to join Ears, and today runs her own team in the security side of the organization. And she wields the power of the Shadow Guardian, a sinister being known as the Queen Concealed. So that's what has happened. Let's find out what will happen.
I'm John, and I play Mark Clayton.
I'm Lauren, and I play Kira and Anna Ashwood.
I'm Miah, and I play Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
I'm Jonny, and I play literally everybody else, so here we go. Okay, so I think I want it to be like a day or two later, but I also want to insist that you are all together. Like you agreed to meet back up and discuss your next move or something.
Can I ask a question?
Of course.
So Theo had talked to Mark, like, at the end of the fight. Do you would just say that they had, like, just talked? Because basically...
During the crossover, Miah had said that she wanted to talk to Mark separately after he almost tried to take the sweater off. Yeah.
And as I recall, part of my sweater is actually, like, burnt.
Yeah, part of your sweater was burned, and then you were trying to take it off, but Theo, like...
stopped you.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
And later, she just kind of like, what are you doing? And pull Mark aside. But I'm fine with, like, saying that they talked. Because essentially, it's going to be the same conversation as, like, what they talked about on the bike.
Mark, Theo has asked you to meet her for coffee at a neutral third location.
Can I be a pain in your ass, Jonny? More pain in your ass?
Are you, so, like, you're asking this time?
Yeah.
You're zinged. What do you want?
What do you want?
So one of the things that Theo wanted to do was make a bunch of bracelets. So if Theo's going to meet up with Mark later for coffee, can she have that bracelet ready?
Roll act under pressure.
9.
Yeah, but that's the only one you have done.
Okay.
I want you guys to both roll act under pressure to determine who gets there first.
8.
11.
Okay. So yeah, I think it's like one of those small independently owned type joints that for some reason I want it to be called Hill of Beans.
Hill of Beans?
Hill of Beans?
Hill of Beans.
Oh, Hill of Beans.
And for some reason inside it's all like black and white Hollywood themed. And Mark, you come rocking up and you take off your helmet and walk in the door, and Theo's sitting at a booth.
Hey, sorry, I went to Cocoa and Beans down the street there. I was knocking on the door for like 3 minutes. No one didn't seem like they were open, so I was really confused. But then I reread your text, and now I'm here.
That happens a lot. The disaffected barista is like wondering why you're not walking up to pay her money.
Do you want anything?
I'm okay. Theo already has, like, I think a cup in front of her.
Oh, okay. Do you mind if I go grab something real quick?
Yeah, no. Go get something. It's fine. I would have ordered you something, but I didn't know what you liked.
Wait. Have you been here before?
I mean, yeah. I mean,
what's your favorite? What do you like? I've never been here, so I don't. What do I get?
do you like it sweet or do you like it darker?
I think Mark has only had like hot chocolate. I don't have a preference. Recommend something?
I mean, I like it on the sweeter side, so like I usually get like a vanilla mocha or something, or like a caramel coffee. But their hot chocolate is also really good if you don't want coffee.
I think Mark thinks vanilla sounds good. Yeah, okay, all right. I'm gonna go grab something. I'll be right back. So I go up to the barista, and Mark is looking down the menu.
I'm literally going to send you my dentist bills because that was so sweet. It rotted my teeth. What are you, like 15?
Can I get a vanilla mocha?
She just rolls her eyes and spins around and starts making it.
I think Mark is just kind of like hanging out, just completely oblivious to that question. That Mark looks at his stone.
Roll plus weird.
11. Do I see Lowry?
No, I think you see yourself without the fire eyes.
I think Mark puts his hand up to his face.
They're still there.
And then he just kind of like slowly brings them back down. And just kind of shakes it off and looks back at the barista.
Vanilla mocha for the walking sunglasses emoji. Huh. That'll be like $8.50.
Mark takes out his wallet and like counts like, $7, and then he has like a bunch of coins and he's like, that. There we go.
Aren't you cute?
Slides it over. Thank you.
She just takes a big old sip from her own coffee and goes back to not working.
Sorry I'm late.
You already said that.
Where were we?
Well, do you want to find like a more private spot?
Oh no, you guys are fine. I literally don't care what you're talking about.
Oh, yeah, we can find somewhere else.
Is there like anywhere in this coffee shop that's like away from this barista?
Roll plus sharp.
11.
Yeah, I think there's a whole separate room.
Oh, do you need help carrying that?
No, I'm okay, Mark.
Oh, okay.
How are you?
I mean, I don't know. I'm here. I'm not here. I'm good.
Yeah, I'm glad to see you haven't taken the sweater off.
I mean, I've thought about it a couple times. I think I need to go talk to my mom and figure out something a little bit more fashionable.
Yeah, maybe.
Except for I don't want to like hurt her feelings, so I'm like trying to figure out how not to like get on her bad side, I guess. I don't know.
Maybe ask her if there's something a little bit inconspicuous that you could wear.
Yeah, or I could just say it's too hot. I want something lighter, and then make some recommendations.
Yeah. Why did you want to take it off before? You said that you wanted to help Casey.
Yeah. I don't know. Sometimes I feel a little restricted by it, and I mean it's definitely scary without it because I don't know what, like, before kind of like almost phasing out of this reality. Like I don't want to obviously lose touch with where I'm familiar here, but
yeah, and we don't want you to leave.
But what would happen if I didn't leave?
If you didn't leave? I mean,
but I mean like taking off the sweater, and like I feel as though that I'm nervous about not being in touch with this reality and like all this fear around it. But I mean, what if it helps us?
Yeah, but if you take it off, it's gonna send you back to there. Like it's keeping you here. It's grounding you. Do you really want to go back there?
I mean, no.
So leave it on.
I don't know. It's just been on my mind.
Well, I didn't ask you to meet to talk about your sweater.
That's fair.
I did want to apologize for my behavior over the past couple of days.
That's fine. I get it. There's a lot going on.
I mean, not really. I was kind of rude. I was kind of like my sisters, like my family. You met them, and I don't know, I'm worried for your safety.
From them?
Yeah. They're not someone to take lightly, Mark.
Are they looking into me? It sounded like they were just kind of done with me after that whole situation.
I don't really know. We're really good at like keeping our secrets, and my family is really powerful and really well connected. I've been trying to keep you and Kira and Casey off of their radar as best as I can, but with you showing up, it kind of made things a little difficult. Not that it's your fault. I appreciate you showing up. I mean, well...
have you thought about... it seems like they kind of have control over you to a degree, like... Are you happy where you are? Or do you wish that you could do something more about it?
I've been trying to do something about it. Family's family, and we have an obligation.
An obligation to what?
To the family. To...
do you believe in what your family's doing? Listen, I can see you're stressed, and the way that they have control over you like that, it's not healthy. And to just say it's part of your family is ignoring the problem.
There's not much else that I have. Aside from you guys. There are kind of expectations of me with the family, and it's just really complicated.
Well, is that the way it's always going to be?
It's the way it always has been. But Jacob came to town, and there might be a way out for me. He said that he would help me.
Jacob seemed like a cool guy. Wasn't trying to kill me.
Yeah.
Or find out something about me. Or put a talking cat in my face.
Yeah.
By the way, you have a really nice cat.
He's okay. Makes it really difficult to get away with things. Yeah. Jacob seems nice. I'm a little suspicious still. He's never really been around much, so for him to show up and try to be my best friend is a little weird, but he hasn't killed me yet after showing up at home with that massive bruise on my head and accidentally getting him blue. So
that sounds like a more healthy relationship.
We'll see. It's a lot of cloak and daggers, but if it means maybe getting to be who I want to be, I'm excited about that. I have something for you. I think Thea's gonna take out from her bag a little silver gift box, the size of your palm or hand. Give it to you.
Are you proposing to me? Mark laughs a little bit.
I think Thea's cheeks go a little red. No, it's just a gift. I know you were kind of freaked out by the other bracelet I gave you. I made you a new one with a little more kick to it.
When you say more kick, what do you mean?
Depending on what Jonny allows. I was hoping that these bracelets that Theo made protects against possession, has one charge of a shield, and Theo can locate the bracelets, but if people use the bracelets, they can't locate her.
Whoa. You have a tracker on me?
I don't know. Well, I'd have to cast a spell to locate it, but I don't know if Jonny's gonna allow it. And I was also thinking that, with, I believe they did in the Harry Dresden file, how there's a bracelet that given his motion, how when he moves, it recharges that way. It being like that because Theo has entropy magic, so...
Did you already roll use magic to create these?
I haven't. You had me do act under pressure to see if I can, how many I could have.
Okay, roll use magic to see how well you did.
Would this be just on Mark's or on all of them?
It would be all of them.
Okay, 14. advance move.
Okay.
Can I read you what I kind of wrote down?
Sure.
Okay. So I'm hoping that the shield can protect against possession. 1 shield charge. Theo can locate the bracelets, but not the other way around. There's a thread of Theo's hair braided into it. There's 1 piece of strip of leather with pressed runes into it, and there's another piece of leather that was soaked in Theo's blood, and she poured kinetic energy of her magic into it. And then I have a description of what each person's bracelet looks like.
Of course you do.
Do you tell me all this, or do you just hand it to me? And
Yeah, here's a bracelet that you can use, but wait, you can't find me, so peace.
It has my blood on it.
No, I did it as a safety thing, okay? Because I don't want people to take the bracelet and use it against you guys or me.
I think the shield is functionally 2 armor once, and it does have to be activated through a force of will. You have to do that instead of doing something else when something is attacking you.
Okay.
Does the charge recharge?
Over time, yes.
Yeah, Theo's gonna explain to you. So this one's a little bit more, well, it is a lot more powerful than the one that you already have. This one will still protect you against possession, but it will also, you can use it kind of as a shield, kind of like what I do with the Force, but you have to kind of will it into existence. You have to will it into existence, but it takes some time to recharge it. And not to be creepy, but I can locate you with it. Just in case. It's a gift, so you don't have to pay me or give me anything back. It's just there's a lot of stuff going on, and I want you to be safe.
That's okay. I really appreciate the gift. I suppose that's fine, considering I can just reach into your mind and talk to you whenever I feel like it.
Yeah, but this will give you some protection against, if somebody tries to take you over.
It's fine. Thank you for the gift. I will definitely wear it.
Yeah. Mark's bracelet, by the way, it's dark brown and dark green leather, and it has a red glass bead.
I think Mark puts it on, and he's like, "So if I wear both of them, do I get double power?" He's admiring it.
I mean, it's not gonna boost the possession because the old one was to protect against you being taken over. So I mean,
okay.
I would just burn the old one, or else I can take it and I can burn it if you want.
I'll let you do so it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Thank you. I don't unfortunately have a gift.
No, it's fine. No, it's fine. You don't have to give me anything. I just wanted to do something nice for you.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
Yeah.
Is everything all right now? Are you? Is everything okay? I mean, if it's not, that's okay.
Yeah, no, we're fine.
We're fine? What about you?
Jacob
what?
He asked me if I wanted to move to Chicago with him.
Oh.
To get away from the family and not have to be wrapped up in the family business.
Oh, yeah, no, of course, that's fine. Yeah, I think, I mean, it's exactly what I've been saying. If your family, I mean, I know your family is not probably the best for you. So I mean, if that's what you need to do to get away, you can do that.
Yeah, I told him yes, and maybe you can come and visit, or I mean, I'll definitely be back when my family's here.
How long are you going to be gone?
I don't know. It's kind of a permanent thing. I mean, if it doesn't work out, if I don't like Chicago, I mean, it's super windy, maybe I'll move back, or it's a chance for me to, finish my schooling, actually go to like a class and not have to like hide it from like I'll still be hiding it from my parents. Like they think that I'm going there to help Jacob with all like the monster stuff, but
I think as Theo's talking, I just grab her and hug her, and I go, it's fine.
I'm not leaving because of you.
I didn't think that. I know you got other stuff going on, but you do what you got to do to keep yourself grounded, like I'm doing with this shirt that I'm wearing. Thank you for the gift.
You'll have to come and visit once I get a place.
For sure, I will.
Have you been to Chicago?
Have I been to Chicago?
I don't think so. Why don't you roll plus sharp for
if
fun?
anything, maybe it was like for a Daily Tuba story.
Right.
Oh my god, what if it's like a conference for the Daily Tuba?
Mark and Kira go to a conference. 9.
Yeah, you had a shitty time when you went. It was freezing cold. It was for a conference. It was an annoying experience.
Yeah, I've been to Chicago. Flashing back to all those crazy times.
Well, you'll have to come visit and we can, like, I heard that they have really good pizza. Maybe we can see, like, the Bean.
The Bean?
You have no idea what she's talking about.
Metal, like, mirror sculpture that everybody, like, puts their face against or whatever.
There's still so many things I'm learning. He writes it down in his little journal. He's just imagining this giant coffee bean. The Bean. Well, yeah. Well, I mean, if that's what everybody's doing, we'll check it out. I should probably get going.
Yeah.
I've got to feed Lariat. If you're worried about me at all, about this decision you're making, don't. It's... everything's fine.
I mean, I'm always worrying about you, Mark. I'll try and stop by, like, before I go. I don't want this to be our goodbye.
It won't be. I mean, you wouldn't be keeping tabs on me with this bracelet if it wasn't over, right?
Not if you need me to.
I'll talk to you a little bit later.
Okay.
Take care.
Anna, so what do you want to do?
Well, I think Anna actually did kind of want to. She wanted to do some human stuff, and I think she would maybe call Mark. Actually,
Cute.
Fucking bitch.
So, Mark, yeah, you're getting out of you're driving away from your little date with Theo.
Listen, you can call it a date. It was a date.
And your phone rings. I think it's Kira. Your phone rings and it tells you Kira's calling.
Hello?
hey Mark, it's not Kira. It's Anna.
Hi. How are you doing?
Just peachy. What are you up to today?
Well, I just got done getting coffee, and now I'm on my way back to feed Lariat.
Ooh, well, once you finish that, would you mind maybe helping me with something today?
One second. He looks through his notes okay, I need to feed the bird.
I really want you to ask specifically for help with human stuff.
Yeah. I as you might have noticed, I don't have a lot of things to my name. This is Kira's phone. I would like my own phone for starters. And then I was thinking maybe I should find a job because I eat a lot, and Kira is now there's two of us, so Kira has doesn't have that much money. So I'm thinking maybe, getting some sort of funds would be nice.
Oh,
okay. Buy some stuff for myself. I don't feel like a child.
Do you want to come work at the Daily Tuba?
No.
That was upsettingly quick.
Oh.
No offense to what you guys do. I just
No. That's
Kira's thing. I want something that's mine.
That's fair. Mark's I never thought of it that way.
Maybe I shouldn't work there if it's Kira's thing.
buddy.
Sure. Yeah, I'll come help you. Yeah, I just need to make sure my bird gets fed, and then I'll head over. Where? I assume you're at Kira's place.
My place also, but yes.
Yeah. All right. I'll let you know when I'm ready.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
All right then. Bye.
So I think Mark is super popular today because Casey was gonna text him and ask him if he would help her move.
Mark, you get a text from Casey.
What in the hell?
Why does everyone like me?
Hey, you doing anything
I
today?
think Mark is gonna immediately think it's because of Theo's bracelet.
Buddy.
No, it literally just says Casey's like, hey, are you doing anything today?
Do you need help with human stuff too? I mean,
weird way to put it, but yes.
Casey will respond, I'm selling my yes? Question mark? I'm selling my apartment and need to move stuff from there to my house. But if you're busy, I can ask somebody else.
I'm helping someone else too today, but I can see if I can do it. Let me go feed my bird.
Casey will respond and say, it's okay, you can say no, Mark.
Nope, it's fine. I just need to go feed my bird.
Why won't anybody let me feed my bird?
I'll message you in a little bit. Click.
Kira, do you have anything you want to say to Mark Clayton?
No.
Aww.
I mean, I do think she wants to talk with him at some point, but she actually would, I think, want to reach out to Theo and Tommy.
3-way call?
Yeah. I'm hoping, honestly, that, like, Tommy can just already be there. Wherever I am.
Wherever you are.
Yeah. Also, really quick, do you want me? I had from the crossover episode, I had a couple questions that I could ask about the drum. Do you want me to do that now?
I think I need you to do it now.
Okay. And yeah, I had rolled investigate a mystery, and I got 2 holds for that. Could I find like any information about maybe like what their current like goals are? Like, what are they trying to accomplish? What are they wrapped up in?
A manifesto?
Any current like ongoing things related to like what we've been dealing with that maybe that they're involved in?
They have leads on some of the other witches in the Solaris Silentium.
Okay.
And on a pack of werewolves, but you're not sure which.
Oof. Okay. And then related question: would that like document or whatever I found, could it serve as some sort of piece of evidence to like prove that their existence?
Maybe.
Well, then I think with my second hold, I would like to see if they can find some sort of like concrete evidence beyond just hearsay and the stories of, we know this is a thing, to like definitively prove that there is this like faction within ears. Yeah, I'm just looking for like proof. If we're gonna overthrow them, gotta get proof.
Okay, I think at this point it's not fully concrete, but like I think you could maybe find some of their past operations that do coincide with incidences of violence and upset in the supernatural underworld.
Okay.
That like someone was, killing fairies or something happened that you kind of maybe ears assumed was like internal supernatural politics. That evidence shows that the drum was involved.
So I don't necessarily find anything, but if I could find some sort of thing to connect a past mission to ongoing underground supernatural things, that would be a way to prove it.
Yeah, taking them down is going to be a whole thing.
I know. That's why I'm trying to find pieces to do it.
I'm giving you pieces.
Couple of questions. Do we get like Vanya secured somewhere? Like I was hoping Dawnbreak.
Yeah, I think that makes sense. That can be arranged.
Okay. Yeah, then I think I want her, Kira, with Tommy, and then I think hopefully I can get in touch with Theo. I want to contact Theo and see if she'd be down for maybe coming with me to a break-in.
Oh my god.
Could use a spellcaster. So, can I call Theo up?
Sure. Theo, phone rings.
Hey, Kira.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good. Kind of in the middle of making some stuff. What's up?
Well, I've got something that I've been kind of wanting to do. You remember the Nathaniel Rose? I don't know if you've ever met him personally, but he's been kind of a thorn on our side since a long time.
Yeah, I'm familiar with the Roses.
I think he's got something brewing with the Order of the Black Rose, and I want to find out what it is. And I had Tommy kind of scope out one of his businesses, and I think we're gonna break in. So I just was wondering, like, on a scale of like 1 to 10, how in are you?
Surprised. You sure you don't want Casey in on this? I mean, she seems like more of a super spy than me.
Kira's thinking about how awkward that would be to have Casey and Tommy in the same place. And she's like, I did think about that, but I could really use your help.
Did something happen between you two?
Who?
You and Casey?
Oh,
your best friend?
Just, girl fight.
What'd you guys fight about? You seem so close.
Can you roll manipulate somebody?
Ooh, yeah. 13.
Okay.
Advanced move.
I was going to say, unless it's advanced move, Kira's not going to say anything.
It's advanced move.
Well, actually, can I roll act under pressure to resist it? Because I think that's a thing
That
you
is
can
the
do.
thing, yeah.
That's a 10?
You can resist if you like.
Okay, I think she'll just be very vague. Oh, it's not important. It's just some disagreements, awkwardness. So what do you say?
I don't think I'm going to let you mark experience.
I'm not going
for
to.
that
I
one.
wasn't going to. She's going to be very vague.
You're not doing what she asked.
Yeah, no.
Sure. When did you want to go into this? I kind of need to wrap up what I'm doing. I can't really leave in the middle of this.
Well, I was thinking like early afternoon.
I mean, if you give me an hour.
Yeah, I was thinking like around lunchtime. It might be a little less busy at the office if we try to go around then.
Yeah. And people go out like for lunch or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything I should like bring or prepare?
Oof.
Or Johnny, could I roll something to kind of figure out what I might need to bring for a break-in?
I was gonna say like stuff that like would help with like stealth, like some sort of like invisibility, or like some sort of like maybe noise reduction, or like I don't know, something with some stealthiness.
Theo, roll act under pressure to prepare something for that and prepare these other bracelets.
10.
Now roll use magic.
9.
Okay. Pick a glitch.
I'm going to say Lauren, what do you think? Should I do effect is weakened or problematic side effect?
Maybe effect is weekend.
I was trying to think like, since this,
or you could do like a short duration. It's like, this is like a one-time thing really quickly. You have to like use it quick kind of type thing.
Let's do like a short duration because this is like last minute and I didn't have a lot of time to prepare.
So you can get 2 potions of limited invisibility that will make you mostly invisible for like 30 seconds.
Yeah, I can. Let me finish what I'm doing.
Yeah.
I can whip up something to make us a little less visible, and then just kind of restock on my basic things. And I can meet you where?
I could pick you up. Your moped, I don't know if it would do that great in the snow.
Yeah. Let me give you my address.
Okay.
And Theo's gonna give her the address of one of my neighbors.
Aw.
I'll see you at like 11:30.
Sure. Yeah, that works.
Okay.
Thanks, Theo.
Yep. Bye. Can I ask Johnny?
Mm-hmm.
How many bracelets have I completed? Out of the 5 that are left.
You can get 3 more before you go meet Kira.
Okay. Cool. Perfect. I'll do that. Did you have anything else you wanted to do, Lauren?
No, not at the moment. I think that's the main thing that Kira was gonna do. Was just try to go to the office. She'll probably group up with Tommy if he's not already there before she goes to pick up Theo. Check in on Tommy. How's he doing? How's his mom?
I think if he's with you, then his mom would be with Nick.
Uh-huh.
But, by all accounts, fine. Sorry about, her.
What do you mean? She's fine.
Kira.
She's fine. She had a lot of fun questions for me, but isn't that what moms are for?
I'm just saying, I appreciate it. I know she can be a lot.
I don't know. I think it's nice.
I think it's nice.
I do. I didn't really have a mom, so I don't know. It's nice that she cares. Have you given any more thought to if you're going to tell her about the whole you situation?
Roll manipulate someone.
7.
Yeah, I'm still working through that with my own stuff.
Okay. Well, the statement still stands, if you want to tell her. Support, but whatever you want to tell her. Maybe we could have dinner with her sometime. I don't know. Oh no.
Tommy's eyes go wide.
What? She's your mom.
No, you're right. That's
Tommy. Why is that so weird? She's your mom, Tommy. Don't you think I should get to know her?
I've been a werewolf for a long time. I've never had my mom meet a girlfriend before.
Aww.
Aww.
Well, I've never met boys' parents either. So, could be a first for both of us.
Look at us.
You should make it happen. I can cook. Kind of. I'll cook something good. Yeah, no. It'll be great. It can be you and me and your mom. Nick can come if he wants.
Wow, you really haven't ever done this before, have you?
What? It's a family dinner. I don't know. Yeah, you're right. I haven't done family dinners before.
Yeah, we'll make it happen.
Okay. But first, we're gonna break into this motherfucker's business.
Okay. So Mark and Casey, unless either of you guys have anything else you'd like to do, I'll follow this for a bit.
Yeah, I do, as Casey.
Okay.
I am just feeding my bird. Have I made it home to feed my bird?
Yep. Your bird seems glad to see you.
Yeah, and then just come pick me up, Mark. I got some shit to do.
I'm gonna go to the freezer and grab some little mice.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna go up and pet Lowry. How's it going, bud? And then I'm going to take the little mouse and just set it there and see what he does.
We'll manipulate someone.
He's like, what is this you've laid at my feet?
Who are you to touch mine head?
8.
I think he does that thing where when you go to pet like a cat and he just shrinks.
He's just like, don't touch me.
To try to avoid your hand. But then he does pick up the little mouse and sort of coo in your direction. And
I'm going to pull out the stone again one more time and look at it.
Okay.
Do I still see my eyes?
You can see an L train, like a monorail.
Oh,
What?
nothing.
And then it flickers and it's gone.
I shake it to try and get it to come back.
It's a magic 8-ball.
Damn thing.
Signs point to no.
Answer unclear.
All right, with that, I think he's going to reach out to Anna and be like, I'm ready.
Come pick me up.
Oh,
I don't have a car.
I mean, I got a motorcycle. Are you fine riding on the back of a motorcycle?
You bet.
Okay, I'll be there in a minute.
Make sure you bring 2 helmets this time.
Roll act under pressure, Mark.
Ooh. I rolled this 6.
So Mark is going to arrive, 1, in 2.5 hours, and 2, with 1 helmet.
Okay.
Cut 2.
So I think off screen, Casey gets a motorcycle.
Okay.
I think it looks like this.
Finally, someone who's following in the footsteps of Mark
No,
Clayton.
Martin, shut the fuck up, Mark. I wanted to do
Casey
this.
wanted a motorcycle long before you did.
Oh, I think Mark's gonna eat that up though.
God, fuck you. I wanted to do this before the hallway.
And
you
Mark already has a
motherfucker.
cafe racer bike, so this is totally like gonna be.
Fuck you. It's matte black. It has like a caramel leather seat. And Casey has, matching helmet. But Casey's also going to group text Jesse, Dale, and Aaron.
Okay.
Just the whole fam.
I don't know if I would invite my parents or not. Like, I feel like maybe not. But like, family dinner, ? Tonight? My place?
Why don't you roll manipulate someone?
Do you want me to do it once or 3 times?
It's a group text. You can do it just once.
12. Wait, no, I lied.
Why would you lie?
Because I can't math. 9.
It's a pretty big difference.
I know. I fucked up, okay?
That's okay. It's okay.
I think you're going to get a number of texts back from Dale that are like, I don't recognize some of the numbers on this thread. Who's that? Dad? Is that Mom? Is that Cousin Dave? Is that my brother? He's been dead for 4 years. Is that you? This is Dale. Dale, by the way. Dakle. Dale star. And I think Jesse can't make it tonight.
Oh.
And I think Aaron goes like just the family? Like will any of your friends be there or?
Well, I was thinking it would be me, Jesse, Aaron, Dale, and I might be inviting a friend, but I haven't heard a response from them yet.
Great, what time?
Be at my place at 6.
You got it, dude. With 4 U's.
So is Dale coming?
Dale and Aaron are coming.
Can I do a separate message just to Jesse and just ask him, like, what's up? Sad face.
It's work, frowny face. And then he'll go, family dinner? Who are you, Dad?
I wanted to check in with you guys after everything that happened. And I was gonna introduce you maybe to my girlfriend.
Wide eyes emoji. Oh, let me move some stuff around.
Okay, he'll just say thanks, and that'll be it. And then, can Casey call Tessa?
Yup.
Okay, so to be clear though, Casey's gonna go down to her basement and use a burner phone to call Tessa.
Okay.
Okay, not waiting for me to call you. I see how it is.
Should I have waited for you to call me?
I told you I would, but I get it.
Well, I just wanted to invite you to dinner
Dinner?
with my 2 cousins and Jesse.
Oh, like meet the family dinner.
I mean, my whole family's not going to be there. Like, my parents are not going to be there. I mean, I thought about inviting them, but I didn't know if that was too much.
Roll manipulate someone.
10.
Can I bring Sigma?
I'd rather it be just us.
Yeah, I kind of figured you'd say that. I don't have much in the way of nice clothes these days. Or ever.
You don't need to dress up. It's just me and...
The boys.
Well, they... Aside from, like, Dale, they know the weird stuff.
Dale knows the weird stuff too. He's got shadow legs.
Dale is
know.
the weird stuff.
No, I'm aware. Oh my god, he's gonna have purple legs. Shit.
Jeez.
Whatever you wear is fine. Is Sigma gonna let you get away?
I'm a big girl.
So I'll see you at 7?
See you at 7.
I did intentionally tell her a later time, by the way.
I was going to say, I assumed you did.
Yeah.
I guess you better get to cooking.
Yeah, I mean, this is still like the morning, so I think Casey would have packed up her apartment. I think, like, put stuff in the van. I think she had been hoping that Mark would, like, help her unload it. But at some point she would have gotten the motorcycle and stuff. I guess if I can, lastly, can I text Nick?
You sure?
I'm just gonna text Nick. Are you busy today? I need some help with some magic stuff. Some magic shit.
Is this a favor or are you paying?
Depends on what you charge.
Roll manipulate someone.
I do have a move called I Know a Guy. I don't know if that would apply to this. For the Freelancer. Do you want me to read it?
Yes.
You have a bunch of old friends and contacts you can call on for anything from doing tricky research to showing up with an extra gun. when you call on them, roll plus charm. On a 10 plus, they provide what you need, no strings attached. 7 to 9, they can provide it, but you owe them a favor, and so on. And I rolled a 10.
Okay. I think that makes sense. I think he'll respond with, well, I'm not cheap. Winky face, nod emoji. But then he'll go, I owe you at least 1. What do you need?
Need some help setting up a new protection circle at my house.
All right. Let me gather some things and I'll be right over.
Cool.
Then I think Nick would just pull up in the Trans Am and then get out and walk to the trunk and start packing some things out of there into probably a little cardboard box.
How big of magic shit can you do? So what I'd like is a protection circle, and I used to have one on this apartment, which is a lot smaller, but given that things have been very weird lately, kind of want to have a place to keep demons and such out.
I think the most extreme one that he can do is basically what you're saying. Like, you get anybody inside it, anybody you like, and then activate it, and then nothing can get in or out.
Can I ask you, Nick, how did you get into this stuff? I normally would ask Theo, but she seems a little busy.
Roll manipulate someone.
Ooh, yeah. 15.
Jesus. You know, when you're fighting shit that's got superpowers, you need to find any advantage you can get. Probably got started around when me and Tommy split up.
Where did you start?
You looking for a teacher?
I mean, not no, but I thought that you and I were similar. Guns blazing people, but after everything that's happened, guns can only protect to a point, kind of like what you were saying. Get every advantage that you can. I hope you're not about to say you picked up a Magic for Dummies book.
I wish. No, it's really one of those things that you can kind of only learn by doing. And unfortunately, the person who got me started on this road is dead.
I'm sorry.
I'm not. Tell you what. Why don't we try to put a simple perimeter ward up around your front porch? I'll walk you through it.
Sure, as long as I don't blow myself up.
Well, that's up to you. All right, it's going to take a very long time, like an extremely long time, like a long enough time that you probably wouldn't be able to do this in this session.
Okay.
But it will work basically like one of Anna's abjurations, but I am going to have you roll use magic.
No. Okay. A good thing use magic is an advanced move, I guess. Okay. I like these dice. Hell yeah. That's gonna be a 13.
Okay, advanced move indeed. Jesus, Davis, you're a natural.
Apparently.
So what really happened? Did your gun jam or something?
What?
How come you're looking to adopt the tools of your enemies?
Well, remember when we fought the pack of werewolves and Sarah was there?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you remember, but the soul of Marinette Jones had possessed me. That hasn't been the only time that I've been possessed. So I kind of originally bought an apartment and actually decked it out with a whole panic room and protection spells. I hid out there for about a week. Got really scared and freaked out. So since then, seems more likely to protect my house than some place that I very rarely ever go to. I just want to be safe. Is it unfair to say that I'm worried about it all? I mean...
You could be worried about it all, but you can't be protected from absolutely everything. Otherwise, people like us would have nothing to do.
I mean, I can try.
Let me know what you find out.
I'm just worried about people attacking my home. Like, this is the one place that I want to be safe. It's my haven. It's the place that Jesse and I have Thursday night dinners and that I get to relax and not be the shield, like the fighter, the ears agent. I get to just be me. And I've had too many monsters blow open my front door in the past couple months. I want to stop them before they try and get a drink.
A pre-eviction notice?
I mean, you've got to relate to that, right? I mean, you can't just be on all the time. It's exhausting.
That it is. He's going to do what you guys just did for the porch for the rest of your house. Basically with the rest of whatever time. There'll be another thing that he will help you set up. So what I'm trying to do is get to the amulet award that you wanted.
Yeah.
It can be basically what Threshold is in Dresden Files.
Mm-hmm.
Like a constant ward around the house, and then like a supernatural panic room that you could go into that you would have to activate.
I think Casey's gonna offer, do you want like a beer or something? I mean, it's the least I can do.
Yes. He absolutely wants a beer.
Okay, Casey will get a beer from inside. I think she'll grab one for herself.
Okay.
Have you, how's Tommy? I haven't really seen him in a while.
Well, you know, he's tough.
Yeah. Yeah, I gotta catch up with him sometime. Try and find him, maybe without Kira.
What for?
Just to like clear the air. Like he and I had a little bit of a disagreement.
What did that big dumbass do?
I mean, he didn't do much. It's kind of all egg on my face. He hasn't talked to you or anything? I mean, do you guys not talk?
We're brothers. What do you mean?
Okay. I feel like I owe it to tell you something that happened. I thought you knew. I thought that you saw what happened, but when you and I were, talking about grabbing drinks, it was apparent to me that you don't know what happened.
What happened when?
You don't know we were dealing with that, like, manic techno artist?
Ugh, exploding boy? Blow up kid or whatever?
Yeah, and, you, Tommy, and I were taking out all those kind of zoned out people, and something happened to Kira. And she's, one of my best friends. I'd do anything for her. I mean, I erased my existence for her.
What happened?
I ended up telling Kira that I was in love with her and kissed her.
I think he might be like sketching something on the side of the wall. And
Yeah.
Just...
Yeah. So I was like worried about telling him this shit like during this, but yeah, I assumed that since Tommy saw it, that you would have saw it, or that he would have like told you. But I can see that was not the case. But I thought, I made a mistake.
Sounds like you made a decision.
What's that supposed to mean?
He points to the little scratch he made on the side of your wall, and he goes, "That's a mistake. You're talking about something different."
Yeah, I decided to tell her how I felt. I thought I was losing her, but it was a mistake because I was wrong.
Why are you telling me this?
Well, one, because we were supposed to go on a double date with Tommy and Kira, and I think that's going to be extremely hard to have, considering...
Considering you're not into dudes?
No, I am into guys, just also into girls. I wanted to go on that date with you.
But not now.
I mean, you see how complicated it is, right?
Look, it's not complicated.
Why?
Did you do this?
If only it had happened sooner. Nick, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. I don't know what to do. What is like next expression?
Why don't you roll read a bad situation?
Question for you. So I have 3 points to use on a read a bad situation. Do you want me to call out how many points of that I might want to use now or after I roll?
Now.
Okay. I'm gonna add 2 to this.
Okay.
13 advanced move.
Okay. Definitely guarded. He's not unaccustomed to being in this situation. Look, Davis, I'm a big boy. I can handle it.
What do you think I'm gonna say?
Is there more?
I mean, you don't think that I don't want to date you. I mean, you're great with a gun.
Yeah, every woman's dream.
We just both have really bad timing.
Would you believe I get that a lot?
I was not expecting Tessa to come back into my life, and I think you can relate to that almost the most out of all of my friends. That weird shit happens to us. I wasn't expecting my dead high school crush to come walking back into my life, and here she is, and it has really turned my world upside down. You know what you said about your mom to me in the elevator? That you're suspicious about why she's back? I kind of feel that way about Tessa.
You know what I think? I think you got your world back. Don't let my suspicious ass keep you from being happy. Speaking of being happy, how about a refill?
I can do that. Thanks. I mean it, Nick. Hey, if this whole Tessa thing bites me in the ass again, I mean, you still owe me a drink. I wouldn't say no. I haven't said no. Casey will go inside and grab him another beer.
Okay.
Welcome to the intermission for episode 17. This is Lauren, and I'm with Johnny. Say hi, Johnny.
Hi, Johnny.
Anyways, we want to thank you for joining us. We have a couple of things that we want to get to this week. First and foremost, we just want to say thank you to all of the listeners who've helped us spread the word about our show, whether it's leaving a rating or review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, engaging with us on social media, or recommending our show to a friend. We really, really appreciate all that you guys have done for us so far.
Speaking of connecting with all of you guys, if you feel like it, why not come over and head over to our Discord server? You can find the info to that on our website or in our Instagram bio. We hang out there. We have been having lots of good conversations about the game, the show, the story, and also just kind of stuff. We're fun. We're chill. Also, we have a merch store. If you go to merch.monstersplaybook.com, you can buy yourself some t-shirts, some keyboard mats, mouse pads, all kinds of stuff. I myself just got a pair of buttons that I'm excited to put on all my backpacks and jackets.
The last reminder that is we just want to tell you guys that we are on social media. If you guys want to connect with us, you can follow us on Twitter at Monster Playbook and on Instagram and Facebook at Monsters Playbook. And of course, you can also send us an email at monstersplaybook@gmail.com if you want to get in touch with us, send us questions, send us fan art, all that fun stuff. And now, Johnny, why don't you tell us about the program this week?
Our promo this week is for the Waffling Tailors. Brothers Jay and Squidge have got a huge batch of content where they talk about all things video games. Retro and contemporary games, movies about games, they even have some interviews with real-life legends of video game development. But it's also a lot of fun and a little bit of nonsense. One of their segments is called Cupboard of Shame, where the hosts and sometimes a guest will talk about games that are baffling, bad, or otherwise just shameful. The most recent installment features yours truly talking about the weirdest video game I've played in my life, Deadly Premonition. Head over there and check that one out for sure. But for now, let's hear what Jay and Squidge have to say for themselves.
Waffling Tailors is a podcast all about video games and nonsense. Check us out on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, wherever you find your podcasts, or head over to wafflingtailors.rocks. No one calls me these days. Oh, hey, what ho, Squidge?
Have you finished that big new feature for the website yet?
Absolutely.
Hang on. Oh, that's not bad. It loads pretty quickly. There's every episode on it as well.
X.
What's this button all about?
Don't push that button.
That ain't gonna happen.
No!
Nothing happened.
So yeah,
Embrace the potato.
is this still part one?
Can I make a small request?
No.
Oh God. Dated.
Middle of the wheel.
English is hard.
Opening for the band Baby in a headlock. Yeah.
Yes, I remember that, Squidge.
That's terrible.
That's awesome. I'll have you know.
Quit.
And
Got ya!
You guys can find out more about the Waffling Tailors on Twitter at Waffling Tailors or on their website at wafflingtailors.rocks. And be sure to check them out wherever you guys listen to podcasts. And with that, let's get back to the show.
Yes, let's.
So Theo's gonna go like, I think 30 minutes before she's supposed to meet Kira over to like her neighbor's house.
Theo, why don't you roll Act Under Pressure?
Okay. 11.
Okay. You are able to get unnoticed to the front porch area.
That was just to get out of the house.
That was to like not have them, the neighbors be there and see you and be like,
Well, I was gonna meet. Like, I'm imagining that they're also in like nice, rich, fancy houses, and I was gonna like, do you know Sound of Music? How there's like the gate and then like there's also
Sure.
the road.
So,
I was gonna meet
like
on the
you'd be
road.
outside the fucking wall of this like house probably because it's
Yeah.
like the Glen Sheen or not Glen Sheen man. Hey, yeah, Glen Sheen
Yeah.
mansion.
Yeah. Theo was gonna wait like on the road.
like maybe you're just some tourist here to tour the grounds.
I'm just waiting on like outside the gate.
Okay.
Okay. And Kira pulls up in her Hyundai Santa Fe.
Hey, Theo's gonna hop in.
Hey, this is your house?
Yeah.
Wow, that's huge.
Yeah. My family's well off.
I mean, yeah, I'll say. Well, get in. We're gonna head over there.
Theo's getting in the back seat. Hey, Tommy.
Hey, kid.
How's your mom?
Fine. Thank you for asking. How's yours?
Yeah, how's your family, Theo? How's Jacob?
Jacob's good. He's not blue.
Okay.
I was in the process of dyeing my hair, and he wanted to help. I accidentally turned him blue, and I was trying to get the spots off that like he like had gotten.
Oh.
But I made it all disappear like later, so that's why he was acting kind of weird.
I see. That's why he was covered up. Nice.
Yeah. But he's good. Everyone else is fine. I mean, big house. I don't really see them that often. And if I see them, they want something. So I guess they're fine.
Well, so trying to get you up to speed on what we know so far. So we're going to break into this building of this company called Ability. It's one of Nathaniel Rose's businesses. We know that there is a couple of security guards kind of monitoring the area. There's 2 at the front desk and 4 that kind of seem to monitor outside. There is a maintenance hatch that's less patrolled, so that might be a way to get in. Nathaniel Rose and this other boy who looked a lot like that girl Vanya that we captured, they are heavily guarded. So if they are in the building, we might want to give them a pretty wide berth because there'll probably be a lot of security with them. There is also a space inside of the building that was not really accounted for in any of the plans of the building. So I'm betting if there's anything to find, it's going to be there.
Now, remind me again why you're not taking Casey? Because, like, this sounds like, you know, spy stuff. Not like
I'm in ears too. It's just,
yeah,
I'm cool.
No, yeah, you're totally cool. Like, you have wings.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering because, like, isn't this what Casey has years of experience doing?
Well,
I mean, like,
she's got a lot of experience, like, you know, vetting people, seeing if they're lying, like shooting people. She's really good at shooting people. I know.
Really good.
Tommy. I don't know how good she is with the whole stealth thing, but I do know that you're one of the most resourceful people that I know. So
yeah, no, I mean, I'm totally flattered that you invited me along on this adventure.
Do you not want to be here?
No, it's fine. I mean, I was just wondering why you chose me, like, over, like, your best friend. But no, it's fine.
We're, like, good friends too, Theo.
Yeah. No, it's fine. Just like forget about it. I was just worried. Like, just want to make sure like you guys are okay and like you all are like fine and
Great. We're great. Right. We're great, Tommy.
Just great.
Yep.
Question for you, Johnny. I can observe a place.
Mm-hmm.
Would I be able to observe, like when we get there or whatever, would I be able to observe like that room that's unaccountable and unaccounted for? Just bypass the whole thing. Just do that. Because it's using magic, I can observe a place or time.
Yes, you can try that.
Are we wanting to try and see into that place? Or are we just trying to look everywhere?
Well, I would think we probably would want to go to that place ultimately, see if we can find anything within there. I would think we probably would want maybe if we could create some sort of distraction or have eyes directed elsewhere while we are looking, that would be ideal. And then we could maybe peruse what's going on in that one room.
Well, I can do like a little bit extra reconnaissance and I can try and see if I can see into that room. And I was only able to make...
See, this is why I asked you to come. This is great.
I was only able to make 2 potions of like invisibility, and I think like if you're wanting somebody to make a distraction, I can totally do that, and you guys can take these potions.
You know what? Yeah, Kira will hand one to Tommy, and then I think she will hand the other one to you. Be like, I can slip into the shadows if I need to.
Okay.
You keep this in case you need to get out of there.
Sure. Yeah. Are we outside this building?
I think you're pulling up, yeah.
Probably pulling up. Yeah, pull off a couple of blocks away, honestly, probably.
So, like, before we go in, I know, like, you know, when you called me, I was in the middle of something. And Theo's gonna, like, dig into her bag and take out 3 small, like, gift boxes. And these are, like, gold, like, you know, size of your palm. And Theo's gonna hand one to Tommy, one to Kira, and then she'll say this, like, 3rd one. So this one's for Anna, and I know you guys live together. So, like, can you give this to her for me?
Sure. What is this?
Just open yours.
Okay. Kira will open it.
So inside is this bracelet. Kira's is black and red leather with a crystal clear glass bead. And then Anna's is going to be black and blue with also a crystal clear blue glass bead. And then Tommy's has a dark brown and red and orange glass bead.
Okay.
And I think Theo's also going to say to Tommy, thought about making one for Nick, but I didn't think he would be very happy to get one from me. And if you don't want yours, that's totally fine. I just thought it would be better. They all prevent you from being possessed, and it has a like recharging shield spell that you have to kind of force. You have to force into existence. It'll recharge over time, and it also allows me to find you guys if ever there's like an emergency or if we get split up or something. But I put a failsafe in that like it can't reverse find me or whoever created it. Just kind of a safety measure.
Oh. Kira kind of looks it over. Thank you. It's not my birthday for at least another 10 months. Why the gift?
Just like I wanted to do something nice, and we've been dealing with a lot of stuff, and I know like you and Casey seem to really be going after, you know, this drum thing, and
we're all going after it, aren't we?
Yeah. And like I just don't want you guys to get into any like dangerous situations, and plus all the stuff with Mark. He has one. I made him a new one that's like even better. I think you might actually also notice instead of burning Mark's bracelet, Theo tied it on her own wrist.
Aww.
Well, thanks.
Yeah, no, it's a gift. You don't have to give me anything. You don't have to pay me or anything. I just did it of my own free will.
Okay. I love spontaneous gifts. Are you sure there's not something going on?
Roll manipulate someone.
That's a 15. Advanced move.
Theo, roll act under pressure.
11.
Okay. You can decide. If you tell her, you will mark experience.
There might be a really small reason why I made them, but it's not something I want to get into right now, like right now, since we're about to go into like a building and all this stuff, because I think that it's going to lead to a larger discussion or argument. But I think that we should do this first.
Okay, fine.
I mean, it's good news. It's not bad news.
Okay. Well, thank you for the bracelet. Kira will put hers on. We'll talk after then.
Yeah. Oh, before you go in, let me do this thing. I think they're just gonna like zone out and like try to see into this place.
I think when your vision goes slack, I think Tommy's gonna murmur, she could win a medal dodging questions like that.
Right? I know.
Theo, roll use magic.
Does Tommy say anything about like when Theo mentioned like not making one for Nick?
He was going to, but you didn't leave him space to say anything.
Theo, I just mostly didn't do it because Theo and Nick butt heads so much and all that shit. So I rolled 13. Advance move.
Nice.
Okay. So you want specifically to see into the room that you can't see into, or that's unaccounted for.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, you reach out with your vision, float through, and yeah, in the front you can see everything. You're there around lunchtime, so it is a little bit emptying out, but there's still maybe a dozen or so people in here. In all, it's probably like maybe 20 foot by 20 foot square, like broken up by walls to keep it sort of hidden from the untrained eye. And you go inside and it's like dead dark. The interior is bricked up with really ancient looking stone bricks. Like, I think that you would probably recognize the brickwork here as looking distinctly like catacomb. It opens completely up to the sky. So like if you look up, you can just see the air, but doesn't allow much sunlight in. Advanced move, I suppose. Something whizzes by your vision, going straight down. And if you look down to follow it, you can see it's like a very confused seeming ghost.
There's no way for me to communicate with the ghost, huh? If I can ask a question, is there any writing on like the brickwork or anything?
No, but it just goes down and down and down into this pitch black pit.
So I can't see the bottom.
No, and I think when you try to go with like down with your vision, when you hit like unclear how far exactly you've gone down, but there is like a barrier beyond which you can't look.
Is it possible for me to see, like, is Nathaniel Rose here?
He's not anywhere you can see.
Alright. Theo's gonna break that spell. I think blink a couple of times.
Welcome back.
What'd you see?
Something that kind of looked like a catacomb and just darkness. I tried going as deep as I could, but I kind of got stopped.
So it was like a pit, you said? It was going down?
Yeah, and like it opens up to like the sky, and a ghost did go...
Wait, it opens up to the sky?
Yeah.
So maybe we could fly in?
I don't know about this, Kira, like...
Will you roll plus sharp for Tommy?
Sure. 10.
What do you mean it looked like a catacomb? Like there was skeletons and...
No, just like the brickwork looked really ancient, and I encountered a ghost, but like it just like zoomed past me, and I couldn't really make much of it. But just went down into just darkness.
Zoomed past like it was being pulled.
That makes sense.
What do you think is going on here, Tommy?
It might be a soul silo.
Excuse me, what? That's not a term what? A soul silo?
I haven't heard of anybody using it in the modern day. It's a druidic ancient, I guess you'd call it magic technology. It's said to pull loose wandering spirits out of the ether and trap them.
Like spirits from there?
Well, that's where the research sort of splits. Like I said, it's druids, so it's not anywhere near our modern understanding of the supernatural.
I was just gonna ask, could I roll my dark past? Does any of this sound familiar?
You could roll it. This would be a great place to miss.
Fuck you. No, that's a 12.
Okay, ask your questions. I want to say, Mark Clayton, you were pretty sure you've passed this stop sign before. You're driving, you're like, huh. This is looking unpleasantly familiar. You did it again, Mark.
So I didn't actually make it to...
You're on your way.
No, I'm
Okay.
saying while this is happening, the reason you're on your own right now is because you have
Gotcha.
gotten lost trying to go.
I love
Just
it.
canonically not great with directions, apparently.
It's these fire eyes in the cold, just fogging my view.
Oh my god, they would fog up your glasses.
The first question I'd ask is, what black magic do I know that could help you?
Honestly, I think some version of the sweater magic that Mark's mom used.
To keep you grounded, sort of?
So just making shit up. So I think there was a person in Divinity's Shadow who was namelessly old. Mm-hmm. Basically, she functioned like equal parts old bat lady and oracle.
Okay.
You just called her the Eldress. And so you didn't encounter anything like this because it is crazy old.
Yep.
But some of her ravings did involve druids snatching your soul, even from the living.
Okay.
And your second question?
Who do I know that could help us right now?
Samantha Clayton.
Ooh, okay.
Would I be able to read a bad situation on the outside of this building, with my third eye, to see what kind of magical energy is around it?
Sure.
I rolled a 14 advanced move. Well,
Okay.
never mind, it's not an advanced move, but whatever. It's a 14.
Still fun to say. Fake it till you make it.
What's the biggest threat?
So I think with your third eye, I think there is still you can see this flow of energy going from the top of the building down past this veil. Everything beyond that below the building is you're looking at it through what's the name? Frosted glass. So you can't tell what you're looking at down there, but you can tell there's a lot of it, and it's big, and it scares you.
Can I ask, what's the best way to protect the victims? And kind of by victims, I'm talking about, the spirits? Whether they're trapped or, going to be trapped. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm. You're not going to be able to tell how to help anything that's already been got, but you could prevent more by destroying or otherwise deactivating the soul silo itself.
Tell me if this isn't allowed with this type of question, but do I see any types of runes, or would I know how to deactivate it?
I think it's more something about the arrangement of the stones. There's not a glyph you could scratch off or add.
And my last question, what would happen if someone interacted with that?
Nothing good.
You probably get their soul sucked.
Yeah, I think you can tell that if you got too close to the mouth of that thing, it would try to pull you in. Absolutely loving that I'm filling in blanks for other stuff while we're talking about this, and I'm loving it. I got some good stuff coming.
Yeah, this is
really
cool.
cool.
I don't know if this is something that you had planned, but this is cool.
Yeah, totally. Sure.
I'm wondering the things that it's connecting to, because this is reminding me of Rex Crook a lot. He wanted souls too.
Yeah, that's weird.
Fuck you.
You fuck you.
I think that as we're sitting here, I think Theo's kind of staring out the window at it. You know what? It was a really good idea that you brought me instead of Casey.
Little buddy.
I really don't want you guys to go in. We cannot go in there.
Not yet. I think there's some more prep work we need to do, if we're going to go in there anyway. I mean, the other option is we could try to see if Nathaniel has an office and just, break into his office. But that might be tipping our hand if we do that.
Are we trying to find out information on what,
I want to know what they're fucking up to. I mean, it sounds like they're fucking sucking souls, some dementors. I want to know what they're up to, what their plans are. I'm sick and tired of them fucking toying with us. I want to know what they're doing.
I'm imagining you pounding on the steering wheel as you're saying this too.
It's just, they keep coming back and they keep fucking with all of us. I want to know what they're doing. I want to stop them. And I want to fuck it up though, so.
I mean, if we mess with that unprepared like we are, we can get sucked in there.
Yeah. I think Samantha Clayton could help. Something similar to what she did for Mark could help ground us if we were to try to venture into that. So might be worth talking to her. Back to the drawing board then?
Yeah. It is lunchtime. And, they always say you don't want to hear good, or what is it? You don't want to hear bad news on an empty stomach or good news on an empty stomach. We should get food.
Who says that?
I thought you said this was good news.
It is good news. I mean, some people might take it as bad news, but it's good. Let's get lunch. What are you guys in the mood for? A sandwich sounds great. There's like a Potbellies around here, isn't there?
Yeah, I think he's going to look straight at Kira and be like, let's get lunch. Mark.
Yes.
You finally pull up to Kira's house.
Jesus Christ, how long is it? I looked down at my watch. How long has it been?
It's been 2.5 hours. It's right about noon.
Ugh, how many miles am I away?
Not 2.5 hours. Maybe 15. Maybe more like 20 or 30, but still, that took a while.
I'm like stressed out. I'm just like mind tired, not yell at, but yell at her. I'm here.
Ding dong. You just broadcast ding dong.
Anna comes downstairs and opens the door and is like, well, you sure know how to keep a girl waiting.
I got lost.
Sure. Yeah. Hard to get here, I'm sure.
I mean, it shouldn't be, but for some reason, I can't.
It's like I rolled a 6
directions.
or something.
Do you still need help? Or is like...
well, I'd love your company.
Oh.
Waggles eyebrows.
I really need a ride because Kira's not here and I'm not about to ask Donovan for a lift anytime soon. Fuck that. So...
I mean, Donovan's a nice guy.
Right. He's great. For some people, not me. But I just was thinking, we had a lot of fun hanging out the other day. Why not go do some other things? Maybe you could help me get a phone. I was thinking about maybe applying to some jobs.
Sure.
I really just would appreciate it so much.
Sure. Yeah, let me, do I know where the nearest store is for buying a phone?
Roll investigate a mystery.
12.
Yeah. For some reason, where they all are.
Oh, yeah. Greg's Talking Shop down the road. Let's
Shop. Oh my God. A phone store called Talkin' Shop.
Yes, that's what it's called.
Oh my God. Yeah. I can take you down there. Do you said you need me to get you the phone? Oh, I suppose.
I could probably just buy some stupid pay for minutes phone or something just to get me by for now. But Kira does have a plan. I bet she could probably add another line.
Okay, well, let's go down there and see if we can maybe either add you, or if you find a phone that you like, we can buy that one.
Okay.
I don't. Do you have a helmet?
I distinctly remember me asking you to bring 2 helmets.
Yeah. I don't have 2.
So that's a no. Cool.
You know what? Hey. No, it's okay.
No, the marks. Stop. I'm gonna stop you right there. Just...
I take off my helmet and go thump.
Yeah, okay, cool. And then Anna's gonna take some time to do the same thing she did last time, and if he gets hit the next time he gets hit, he won't take any harm.
All right, well, let's get going down there.
All right.
Mark, why don't you roll act under pressure for this ride?
Can Anna help out and give him fucking directions? Okay, so you're going to want to turn up here.
Oh, it's not for getting lost.
Oh,
9.
Okay.
Help out. An 8 to help out.
Okay. I do think you maybe almost fall off a time or two, Anna, because boy, is he taking those turns like a madman. He's feeling invincible, but you make it in very good time. You walk into the Talkin' Shop, and they are just like any other phone store. The walls and several counters are lined with cell phones that you can look at, and then leaning confidently against the service center, waiting for his phone to be fixed, it's Rex Crook.
Did we see him before he sees us?
Roll act under pressure. Both of you.
He's never seen or met Anna, so that's good.
Mm-hmm.
That's a solid 8.
Yeah, 8. I rolled an 8.
So I'm going to say that you guys just dive behind a counter.
What the fuck is he doing at Top Shop, whatever this place is called?
I don't know. What?
Isn't he like your stepdad or something?
I don't. He's a. Yeah. I don't know.
Hey, you guys know that most of our phones are kind of at eye level up here, so.
Oh yeah.
I'm just testing the reception.
Yeah. Testing the reception. I mean, maybe we can go down the road to another place and just get.
What is he doing?
Well, I'd hate to lose a customer so quick.
No, I mean,
anything I can do to make your shopping a little bit more pleasant?
I mean,
Hey, bud, I'm just gonna stop you right there. Do you have a job?
Hold on.
Do you have a job application? Could you go back and get it?
I was just gonna do something.
I want Mark to say what he's gonna say. I want it so bad.
I was going to, in his head, go, ghosts.
Ghosts. With the spirit fingers and everything. Good Lord, Anna and Mark, our being is just devolving very quickly.
It's just like, anything I can do to help you guys? Did you guys just hear that?
Hear what?
Did you not just hear a ghost say ghosts?
Is this place haunted?
I swear it was like ghosts.
I think you've been in the network a little too long.
Oh yeah, I've heard that 5G.
You might want to go sit down.
Tumors.
Yeah, tumors.
That's a common myth. I have a pamphlet about that.
Great. Do you want it? Can you go grab it?
Cool. Yeah, could you go grab it?
We'd love to read
come
that.
with me.
No, go ahead.
No. I have a bad leg.
It's really sad. We're hoping he can make it through.
Roll manipulate someone. I don't care.
You should just do what Casey does. Get your hands off me or else I'll hurt you.
This
14.
is going so bad. Good job, Mark.
All right, he's gonna like start walking away. He's gonna be like, all right, I'll get that pamphlet for you. And then he like points back right to where you are. And I'll get that job app for you too.
Great. And I think Anna's like, you go wait outside. I'll come find you in a minute, okay?
No, I can't leave you here. Why are you still... Like, are you actually going to buy a phone?
Maybe. He doesn't know what I look like. I'm probably fine here, but if he sees you, this is fucked. So why don't you just go hide? I'll come find you, okay? Just like go buy the bike. I'll come.
Okay. Pick up a newspaper and just kind of walk out the...
Roll act under pressure, Mark.
9.
I don't know if you noticed this, but at the service desk, the service guy comes back and is like, okay, so looks like you're all set. Oh, Jesus, to try and scare off another one again. And Rex will like turn and look and kind of half see you, but just the door swings shut.
Anna will walk up to the front counter. Next to Crook, is he like at the counter?
I think there's two counters. There's a service counter and then there's like the sales desk, which characteristic of a place like this currently has nobody at it.
Yeah, so Anna will go to the sales desk if he's at the other one or whatever. Can she kind of read a bad situation and see like what the fuck he's doing? Is he just getting a phone?
Roll read a bad situation.
Okay. 11.
Is there by chance a gumball machine outside?
In the middle of fucking winter, John Wonder.
I love it.
Because otherwise I'm just standing outside. I'm like, I wonder if there's a little kiosk that I can go grab something from. And like slyly look in the window.
I think there's a newspaper machine.
Sorry, I'm 5.
Is there one of those like rocking horse things I could like play on?
Anyway, so I rolled an 11.
You sure did. You have 3 questions.
Shit, I don't know.
I mean, do you literally just want to know what the hell it is?
What's he doing here? Is he literally just having a problem with his phone?
He's having a problem with his phone, and it is a problem that he has had before. Yeah, he doesn't really seem to have a lot of... I mean, he's just kind of like a rich guy getting his phone fixed, where he's just like, look, I don't want to have to keep coming back here. This is the 3rd time this has happened, and it's just... And the guy's like, I understand that, and we've resolved the issue for you this time. And again, we'll at no charge, we'll be crediting 50% of your monthly fee. Again, I do apologize. This is not how we do things how we expect our repaired devices to function at the Talking Shop. And we really just, Mr. Crook, want you to just be so satisfied with your purchase.
Okay, second question. Does he look like any visibly different? Like, does he look like is he still the same as ever? Or Does it look like maybe his lack of soul has like worn him down at all?
He looks tired.
Okay. All right, last question. Any dangers I haven't noticed? Or is it just the fact that Rex is here?
Well, I think what I want to do is like, as he's taking the thing back and putting the phone in his pocket and signing the thing to, accept the $0, we still need you to sign, sir.
Mm-hmm.
His phone does ding.
Can I see the name? Who's calling?
Yeah, he'll look at it. Yeah, it's N Rose.
Uh-huh.
And he like rolls his eyes and just puts it back in his pocket.
Yeah, I think Anna would kind of be like leaning against the other counter and having heard the ding, she'll look over at Rex and be like, phone trouble?
Roll manipulate someone.
9.
He'll look at you and then he'll like take his phone and like doing one of these and be like, sometimes I think these things are more damn trouble than they're worth.
Yeah, you're telling me. Well, I don't know. I've been thinking about getting a new phone myself, but I don't know. Maybe I'll take my business elsewhere. This place is not so great. Although, I do kind of need a job, so.
What is it you do?
Well, a little bit of everything, I guess. I guess you could call me a freelancer. Just do odd jobs here and there.
Just kind of looking for something to make, the bills.
Well, he'll reach into his coat, pull out like a metal business card case and click a button and it flips open.
Uh-huh.
As it happens, I'm a bit of a, I don't want to say mogul, but why don't you...
It's okay. You can brag.
Why don't you send your resume to my HR and I'll see, we might have a fit for you.
Well, what kind of business do you do?
Well, I suppose you'd say I do a little bit of everything too.
Color me intrigued.
And then he'll look at his watch and go, and color me 10 minutes late. Salute, out the door. And then you can hear someone in the back go, if I have to fix one more phone for one more boomer who broke it his damn self, I'm going to kill myself.
LOL. Anna's just gonna walk out.
Okay.
Where was Mark when he walked out?
Roll act under pressure.
Oh, fuck. 10.
I actually think that the thing that really makes the most sense that you would do is like stand by the door as he walks out. And then because he's going to just be getting in his car that is facing this door, that you like slide in before it can shut.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so you're back in the building.
Yep.
And then Brian comes from the back with a piece of paper and a pamphlet. Sorry that took a minute.
Oh, no worries. Application and the pamphlet. Perfect. Just what I needed.
5G Alive G and
Perfect. I'll take this home and drop it off some other time. Appreciate it.
So are you new in town or?
Yeah, a manner of speaking. Been around here a couple of times before, but this is the first time I'm really taking in the sights,
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
You do not know what I mean.
Do you guys, just curious, no, never mind. We'll talk later.
No, what? We could probably help you. I'm pretty connected and not just via the internet.
This is just not a good question to ask for somebody who's trying to apply to a job. Although I don't think Anna's very serious about applying to a job. Is there any employee discounts for?
Roll manipulate somebody.
Mark's like, oh, no.
5.
That's part of the do not ask on first job page of my notebook.
I think she was very serious about it.
I think he'll cross his arms and be like, oh, it's like that.
Oh no, it just sorry. I'm just curious.
Can I try and use mental dominion?
You can always do that, Mark Clayton.
To have him give her a discount?
Why don't you roll it?
Oh boy. This I think is the first time I've used this effectively.
Well, we'll see.
Well, when I say effectively, I mean 7.
Well, it's still effective. You get 1 hold, I think.
Yeah, I believe so. Hold 1, you spend your hold to give them an order.
Give her a discount.
Yeah, let me show you how a discount works.
Does Anna know that what just happened?
I think she's seen this
Kira's
before.
done it a lot.
Yeah.
I think she just looks at Mark like, okay then. How much of a discount? How much for this phone? And I think Anna just finds a really basic phone, flip phone, honestly.
So that one, with the discount, it'll be free and you'll get the first 3 months paid for.
Well, damn. Oh, that sounds great. Yeah, I will take this if we can make that happen. What was your name?
Dryan.
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 Anna holds out her hand. That's a really cool name.
That's good for you.
Name. And I think someone from like one of the other sales guys is like, Dryan, what the fuck? And then like a manager type guy is like, not now, and like grabs it. He's giving her the fucking disc. What the? He brought back the sale. He gets to do it his way.
I feel like the manager comes out, looks at me. I'm just like, I don't know.
Sees your sunglasses and he's like, you're vaguely terrifying.
Yeah, and then hopefully she can just get the phone and then go to the next place she had in mind.
Okay. Yep. She'll get the phone. She's got a flip phone.
Okay. So basics, she can like call people, text people. Probably doesn't have like internet or anything really.
Super basic. I think it's like that kind that like it's the backlit screen that is like a beach scene, but it's not. It's like a piece of paper with a beach scene printed on it, and then just like LCD over it.
Yeah.
You gonna get some cool ringtones on that?
Yeah. What should I put for yours?
I think Mark's gonna contemplate that for a little bit.
What would your theme song be, Mark Clayton?
Believe it or not, I'm knocking on it.
I heard Rock Lobster the other day. I thought that was pretty cool. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I don't have a theme song. I don't know.
Everybody's got a theme song, Mark Clayton.
All right. Well, if you can figure out my theme song, you can use that as my ringtone.
Is that a challenge?
It is.
It will be $3.49 to download any ringtones from the ringtone store.
So specific.
Well, maybe we'll just have to record something then. You good? Any good at music?
Oh, you can't do that on this phone.
What? It's not even like a memo recorder.
The
or anything?
ringtones are going to be like created with beeps and boops. Like it's not even like music.
8-bit Mark Clayton music.
Well, okay. Well, I'll for the time being, I'll just find the most Mark Clayton-esque ringtone.
I can't believe Mark Clayton used mind control.
To get me a phone for
to get
free.
you a discount.
Stepping on the free will of another human being to get a free phone.
I know.
How does Anna feel about that?
I think she's kind of like, okay, that's a choice. So I do think that I want them to start heading towards the next place of interest that Anna would like to go to.
Which is?
The Clockwork Child.
Okay.
Where are we going now?
Oh, it's called Clockwork Child. It's in Minneapolis. We can head there. See, the thing is with I've discovered with my situation, I'm going to have a really hard time finding a normal job.
I mean, you got an application for a phone place?
Yeah, social security number?
Oh.
I don't exist. So finding an actual job that's like normal is going to be pretty hard.
Wait, does Mark have a social security number?
Yeah.
Okay. But what about the other Mark Clayton?
You just both have the same
I don't understand the
security.
question. Mark Clayton has a social security number.
We're just both using the same one, but that would... Oh, okay.
The other Mark Clayton lives with his mother.
Yeah, he doesn't really have much of a job.
He might not be using it that much.
I mean, that's fair. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Mark Clayton contemplates his own social security number. I mean, you could always work at the Daily Tube.
And that's a fallback option, if I'm being honest. I mean,
yeah, it is. I don't know. I just know
I'm not.
You're to get out in the workforce, so trying to help.
I'm not good at investigating things. I would be a shit reporter. I don't know what other jobs there are at the Tuba, but like I would be bad. It's not my thing. It's just not. It's Kira's thing. It's great.
I mean, we report on stuff, but we also get ourselves into some hairy situations that most reporters wouldn't be able to.
Yeah, and how many of the reporters that work there do that though? I don't know. Oh
my God, is it just us? Are we the freaks?
Look, it's a viable option if nothing else pans
you're
out.
Right, you're right.
But
that's fine. It's all good.
Kira gave me my own body. I feel like I should maybe have my own job too. I don't want to just do the same things she does.
Aw, little sis.
I understand. Sorry for pushing it on you. I just
No, it's
Just trying
fine.
to
It's
help.
fine. It's fine. So what was that? What was that back there?
Me reading the newspaper, running out of the.
No,
What are you talking about?
know. The whole thing with your mind. I've seen Kira do that a couple of times.
Well, I've got some fancy powers.
Yeah, we all do. But did you really think that was... I mean, I really appreciate it, but do you feel like that was necessary?
I mean, no, but I didn't really see any harm other than he'd get mad at us and then we just run out. But if it didn't go well, but overall it seemed to work okay.
Yeah. What's it do with you and that owl?
You mean Lariat?
Yeah, Kira told me that you had said that there was this owl following you around, and...
Yeah, he likes mice.
Yeah, but you said it was some sort of, like, ghost or something. It was not visible. It's trying to maybe ask you to do things.
I think Mark kind of like pulls over to the side of the road. It's a little bit of a long story.
What is your story, Mark?
Basically, I'm trying to stay grounded here, and something wants to take me to there. And this owl showed up in my life while I was just looking for a pet. Happened to find me and is asking me to leave.
I'm trying to take you.
Yeah. And I'm trying to stay here.
Well, that's good. We wouldn't want you to leave us. So, this owl, it's just like a normal owl now?
Yeah, he's...
That doesn't seem normal. It was a ghost, now it's a normal owl, and now that seems really weird. It seems like it's fucking with you. This is kind of what it seems like.
Well, the owl hasn't... I mean, in its form that it's in right now, hasn't asked me to do anything.
Except for take off your sweater, which, by the way, is super cute.
Yeah, that's another long story.
Anna Ashwood, are you flirting?
Listen, it's cold out here. We should probably move along. We can definitely chat about this later.
I mean, I'm in no rush.
I mean,
Actually, question, Johnny, can Anna sort of like...
does she have mind powers to?
No,
get
but
into my head?
she's got some like protection spells. I'm wondering if she could sense any like sort of energy off of Mark, like any dark energies that might like not, I don't know, be protecting him. Like,
Ooh.
you know what I mean? Like this owl that's been following him. I'm wondering if it's like he's being haunted or.
I don't know what you have that would do that.
Let's see. So I'm looking at my abjuration thing. Well, so I have a thing where I could take some time to purge any wards, evils, curses, or dark energies from a subject or area. So I'm wondering if I could sense it, like anything, and then maybe if I sense anything, could I?
Not offhand. I think you would have to take some time. You would have to spend some time with Mark, knowing what you're doing.
Okay.
And like investigate him, like dowsing for water or Reiki healing.
Okay. Yeah. Well. I'm curious to see what's going on with this whole owl situation, Mark, but we can maybe look at that later.
What about this? And Mark pulls out his stone.
What is this? Anna grabs it.
It's actually, when she grabs it, does anything happen? And I don't think anyone has touched it.
Anna, roll plus weird.
Key. 9.
Is Rock like being picky-uppy?
I think you pick it up and you see McCleary covered in blood, and it scares you so bad you drop it.
Ah, fuck.
Mark, roll act under pressure.
7.
Okay. You half catch it, but then you do that thing where like you just catch it and throw
You're
it.
just like,
but then it lands harmlessly in a snowbank.
What did you see?
Oh, just...
Clumsy.
I'm sorry, I'm just not very coordinated, new body and all.
And a roll manipulate someone.
Hello, okay. 11.
Okay. Mark, you believe that. Actually, I think, you know what? If you decide to believe it, you'll Mark experience.
I think he's sus, but I think that he's just like, I don't know. He gets if it's yeah, anyway. That's strange.
What do you see when you hold it?
Seen a lot of things out of this stone. I got it on a trip a long time ago. And yeah, it's showing me some future, Mark. It's showing me bad situations that are, yet to happen. People contacting me through it. I don't know what it is.
Did you have this stone with you when you took out your eyes?
I've always had this stone.
Interesting. So tell me about why you did that, by the way. Like, that's just a thing that you did? You just, like, took out your eyes?
I don't know. I had an urge or a desire to do it, and I just did it. I mean, there was nobody around to tell me not to, and it seemed like the right thing to do, strangely enough.
Uh-huh. Like, Anna, like, shakes her head. She's like, you're weird.
So yeah, Mark, I think that dissolves into Mark just being called weird, and then we end up...
oh, don't get me wrong. I really like it.
No, it's all good. I'm fine.
Mark is popular today.
Lauren's breaking Miah.
You can't tell if I'm blushing or not.
You got it better.
Okay, anyways. Yeah. Go to the Clockwork Child.
Okay, let's do the lunch, then let's do the Clockwork Child, and then I have a hilarious idea.
Don't think Theo's gonna say anything until we actually like get our food.
So where did we end up going? To like a sandwich place?
I think you mentioned there was a Potbelly nearby.
Potbellies, yeah. I'm gonna get the I think it's called the Big Italian. I'm gonna get the Big Italian with mayo and Italian seasoning, and I'm gonna get a strawberry shake and some chips.
Okay. Tommy, I think, is going to get 2 of the wreck and then 2 bags of chips and also a strawberry shake.
Oh, milkshakes.
Lauren is having a good game.
I was gonna say.
Yeah, I think that Theo's just gonna get a BLT and she's just gonna get like a soft drink.
Tommy gets 2 big sandwiches.
Got big appetite. How tall is Tommy? Like 6'5", 4"? Like he's tall.
I think he's probably like 6'4", yeah.
Okay, yeah.
He's a big old boy.
Yep.
I think he slouches.
Did Tommy put on the bracelet?
No.
Oh.
You can read into that if you want to, I suppose.
Well, what do you want to...
So what's this news?
I think like Kira like jabs Tommy like, chew with your mouth closed.
Oh my god.
I'm curious.
So you met Jacob.
Mm-hmm.
I guess...
Dude, it doesn't have to be like
Is
a big
he
old thing.
sick?
Yeah, just come out with it. It's fine.
Jacob invited me to come to Chicago with him.
Oh. Like for like a visit?
No, more just...
To live.
What?
Yeah, he asked me if I wanted to move out to Chicago and live with them for a little bit before I get set up and I could find my own place. I wanted to make sure that you guys were okay. So I was intending on making the bracelets anyways before that, but this was kind of a good reason.
I think Kira gets really quiet and she goes, "Did I do something wrong?"
Oh.
What?
Oh.
No, Kira. No, it's not you. It's not you at all. Like,
Yeah, that's great.
You know Deacon and part of my family. Tommy, I don't know how much you've heard of my family.
I know about your family.
They're not great. So...
Jacob's not like them?
No, he's actually a graphic designer.
Wow.
Kira, will you roll act under pressure for Tommy to avoid spitting out some
Tommy!
strawberry milkshake?
You jerk!
8.
He claps a hand over his mouth and a little milkshake dribbles out.
I think Kira looks at him like, "Are you kidding me?"
I think Theo looks down at her drink and just is really quiet and just like...
We've worked with Nash before. That is hilarious.
Really? You guys have worked with her brother?
No, friend. I'm not related to Jacob. He just... Oh, shit.
You've introduced him as your brother, Theo. What are you doing? Trying to lie right now?
No,
Do you have different dads or something?
Yeah, well, my dad kind of knows his dad, and
Theo.
so, we've worked together a little bit.
Theo.
So you're brother friends.
Tommy, she's bullshitting us.
Kirky.
He's your brother. I don't see what the big deal is. He's your brother and he's nice compared to...
That's not how Nick and Tommy know Jacob.
How do they know him?
I don't know.
You know him as Nash? Kira looks at Tommy.
Yeah. It was, that guy, little nebbish, sweet guy. Turns out, hell of a tracker. Handy with a spell. What did you say your last name was, Theo?
My last name? Nessos.
Jesus.
Did Tommy never know this whole time?
I don't think so.
I mean, it probably wouldn't have really come up in conversation.
They knew that you were Maggio.
Oh.
That you were, associated with them, but I think they didn't know that you're,
What family?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Drop the ball.
Deacon. Okay. This adds up.
Okay, so you've got a powerful family.
Kira, your little sis here is the fucking kingpin.
What?
The Maggio is an order of wizard families. It goes back generations. It's like the magical mafia.
Uh-huh.
It's families. Like the 5 families. And there's one of them that sits at the fucking top.
Your family? Kira looks at Theo.
That's why you want to go to Chicago.
You wanna get away from them, Theo?
I think Tommy looks from Theo to Kira and kind of trying to model behavior. Goes, I think that's great. And looks at you, Kira, now you say something.
I think Kira is she takes a second and then I think she looks at Theo and she's like, I'm not going to pretend that I'm happy to see you go. Tommy jokes, but I do think of you as a little sister, so. But if you leaving means you being safe, you don't have to deal with people using you, then I think it's the right call.
I just don't want you guys getting hurt or caught in the crossfire.
I mean, if you've learned anything by now about us, hopefully it's that we can take care of ourselves.
We're pretty hard to hurt, kid.
But I appreciate it.
I don't know what I would do if my family set their sights on you guys. I've tried to keep you out of any reports or what I'm doing, but Mark showing up at my house unannounced.
You do realize that that's not normal. I'm fully in support of you having a normal life, Theo. Nobody should have to live like that.
I know that, but it's all I know. It's just how it's been, how it always has been.
Until you make a change.
To be honest, it was on my mind to reach out to you guys for help, how to get out, but I'm the youngest and they all watch me and look out for me.
We look out for you too.
Yeah, you too.
Family isn't blood, Theo. It's about who's in your corner. And it doesn't sound like your family is in your corner right now. But we, and I think Kira points between them, we're always going to be in your corner. So whatever you need.
Theo will act under pressure to avoid bursting into tears.
I really don't want to cry because this is really dark makeup and this is a really white sweatshirt. Oh no.
Yes.
Fuck you. It's gonna be a 6.
Yeah.
I think that Theo, I'm imagining that we're sitting in a booth and I think Theo kind of literally crumbles just in the seat.
I imagine Kira sitting next to you, probably.
For whatever reason, I had imagined Theo and Kira across from each other and Tommy on the side with Theo.
Oh, I see.
Oh, interesting.
So that you two could talk.
Such a cute little sister with her big sister's boyfriend. Oh.
So I think if you do basically just break, then Kira, I would assume, would reach across the table.
Yeah.
And Tommy will put his big arm around you.
Yeah.
I think Theo squeezes the shit out of your hand.
Yeah.
And she's definitely mumbling. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do.
Maybe over and over.
Yeah, Kira will hold your hand and be like, well, I mean, try it out for a while. See if it's where you want to be. If you're happy there. You can always come back. But Theo, and I think Kira thinks back to the conversation that she and Theo had at the church when Deacon showed up unexpectedly. And she says, I meant what I said the last time that we sort of talked about this. The way that your family treats you,
Reason after reason, still no excuse. You deserve everything, Theo. And if it's a fresh start, then that's what you do.
I just don't know if I can get away.
Well, you never know until you try. I don't know how much I've told you, but I ran away from the cult that I was in.
I think Theo's going to, hold up her left hand. I never told you what happened, did I?
No.
Ever since I was little, it was drilled into our heads that family came first. Family is all that matters. None of my siblings are even married. I tried to do something against the law of the Maggio, and I was punished for it.
So they took off your fucking finger?
To remind me that my future is with and will always be with the family.
I think you can see Kira get visibly angry. Fuck them. They don't own you. You own you.
I think that Theo almost panically looks at Tommy. Don't tell Nick. You cannot tell Nick. Please don't. Tommy, please don't tell Nick.
Roll manipulate somebody.
13.
Okay. Hey. Okay. It's fine.
You can't tell him that Jacob is part of, is in Nessos. I promised Jacob that I wouldn't, blow it.
As far as I'm concerned, Nash is a good guy. You're a good person too, Theo. And that's what matters. Not your last name.
I don't know.
I do. You're a good person, Theo. The first time we met, you caught me at a bad time, but you kind of schooled me on what's right and wrong. You've got a good soul.
And Tommy looks around and goes, and then steps on the seat and on the top of to jump over you and go up to the counter and order 3 more strawberry milkshakes. And then when he brings them back, he's going to set them on the table and you'll notice that he is wearing the bracelet.
Oh.
If it is okay with you guys, that is where I would like to end this scene and cut to Clockwork Child.
That's good.
All right, Mark and Anna, you pull up to the Clockwork Child.
Is this the Clockwork Child?
Yep, this is the place.
Cool. Can I just park out back? Where should I park?
The front is fine.
Is it Lincoln or Ramsey Lincoln?
Good question.
That is a good question.
So where do we go?
We go inside.
Well, that's helpful.
As businesses go, most of it tends to be done indoors, but just it'll be cool. It's be cool. This is where I was made. Welcome to my birthplace.
This is where you were made.
Uh-huh.
Okay, that's not something you say to people every day, but all right.
We're not most people.
Fair enough.
Yep. All right. Yeah. Anna will. She'll lead Mark inside.
Okay. So you walk inside. Mark, I don't think you've ever properly been here.
No, just Anna and Kira.
It does appear to be fully lit by candles on the side of the wall, but then there's also clothes and records and hippie shit. Holding a caftan and wearing a different caftan, there is maybe a woman in her 70s, kind of shopping for clothes maybe. The proprietor / proprietress is nowhere to be seen quite yet.
Yeah, I think Anna will kind of go up to sort of the front desk area, and is there one of those bells so that she can be ding, 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 ding?
Yeah, there's a bell.
Okay. Ramsey? Or maybe Lincoln?
What did you say we were doing here again?
I didn't.
Just go with it. We'll see how things go.
I think coming from around the back in the middle of a sentence, you hear a smoky young woman's voice be couldn't find what you asked for, but I've got Blonde on Blonde. And she's got a Bob Dylan record that she's shouting to the woman, who just groans. And then she locks eyes with you, Anna, and she's like, hey, Anna, right?
Yeah, Ramsey.
I haven't seen you in your entire life.
Good one.
And she walks over and puts the record and starts futzing through things. What can I do for you?
Oh, that's
A lifelong customer, after all. I'm just going to keep going on this.
I fully expect it.
I haven't had a chance to make a joke like this ever.
In your whole life.
And the
Mark at this point is shaking his head.
The old woman is like, I don't get the joke. And Ramsey goes, it's a Twitter thing, Veranda.
Anna, did you come here for stand-up comedy? What is going on?
Shush. And I think Anna would be like, so I'm the first person you've ever made?
First person I've ever joked with.
Oh, I see.
But you didn't come here to hear me be hilarious or make apparently underwhelming musical recommendations, Veranda.
Are you sure? And I think Anna sort of puts her face in her hands and leans against the counter. Are you sure? Okay, fine.
What's this whole flirty energy?
I just was like, in the neighborhood, and I found myself pretty jobless. I, as you can imagine, don't have much in the way of references or a social security number or anything that you would need to have a normal person job. So I thought maybe I could see if you needed any help.
Don't manipulate someone.
Okay. 9. I'm really observant.
Observant.
I'm very observant. I could help you fetch things if you need special
Fetch
components.
things.
I could get them for you. If anybody's giving you trouble, I'm really good.
Trouble.
Yes. Anything you need, I'm your girl. Please.
I can vouch for...
I was just gonna have her point right at Mark, be like, and you, Glasses, you vouch for this lady?
I do.
What experience have you had with her?
She's quite unique in her line of work.
Well, you can say that again. So's a snowflake.
I'm really good at protection spells. Keeping people safe. It's kind of my thing. I can, deal with death with curses. I can, do wards. I'm really good at that kind of stuff.
And again, at the end of the day, she's here asking to help you.
There's just the old woman just has one single sharp laugh. And I think Ramsey looks at the old woman and a sparkle of mischief in her eye says, protection spells, huh? Mm-hmm. She reaches under the desk, slaps a blue piece of chalk.
Uh-oh.
And goes, prove it.
Okay.
And just gestures at the floor and is like, make me something that will keep fire out.
Okay. I think Anna would use one of her abjuration effects to take some time to completely ward a building or area by whatever means necessary, making it difficult for monsters to gain access. I think she would ward it specifically for fire.
Okay. I think Ramsey's going to be walking in circles around you the whole time. Mm-hmm. Be like, interesting choice. Are you sure that's how you draw Scorpio? All right. Inverted. Interesting.
I don't.
Bold.
Thank you.
And she looks at it. And she looks at you. And she says, stand in it.
Okay. So it just says completely ward a building or area by whatever means necessary, making it difficult for monsters to gain access. So I could enter it, no problem?
So what I'm thinking is more like it would be surround the glyph in a magical field that reduces all the harm from a specific kind of
that
hit
one. Okay.
to 0.
Sure.
I think something like that.
Okay, yeah, we'll do that one then. Yeah, okay, Anna will go inside of it. Wait on me.
And so you're looking at Ramsey, and you can't see, but Mark can. The old woman do this hand gesture that's best I could describe it as a gentler, more graceful metal devil horns. Mm-hmm. And just a jet of fire shoots at you, but then splits right at your position. Mm-hmm. And Mark roll act under pressure.
Which he still has the thing on him too.
That's true. Mm-hmm. I think it skips off of. Well, no, you might need that later.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
Plus, it's fire, so you could give a damn.
True.
You just redirect it yourself so that it kind of reconnects.
I think after that, Mark just with his fingers, with a little fireball, and it hits the side. See? Works like a charm.
When can you start? And then she just goes back to sorting shit. I don't pay much, but you won't be bored.
Works for me. I just, want to contribute. I feel like I'm mooching at the moment.
Careful with that.
With what?
Altruism.
Why? Isn't that like a good quality?
Sure.
Okay, fine. And I'll be like, how does tomorrow sound?
Sounds perfect.
Okay. Do I need to like fill out any forms? Like, or is it just like, this is like off the books type of thing?
She gestures at the symbols on the ground you drew and was like, think you did fill it out.
Sweet. Okay. What am I going to be doing exactly? Like, what's my job description? What's my role?
Now we're choosy.
No, I'm just curious. I mean, like, I'm happy to do whatever, but like, literally, what am I doing?
Protection, fetching things, helping me if there's any trouble.
I love this for you.
Basically, you're doing whatever I tell you.
Okay. Cool. All right. See you tomorrow, boss.
Well, that went smooth.
Yeah.
Nice job on your first ever interview.
Thanks.
Okay, so now I want to cut to Casey's family dinner, and here's how I want to do it. I want John to play Trooper Dale. I want Lauren to play Aaron Davis, and then I want to run the dinner.
Oh my god.
Oh, I hate this. Okay.
What are you making, Casey?
So for drinks, Casey is making Tom Collins and Moscow Mules. She's also making homemade angel hair pasta in garlic and chili flakes in hot oil. And then oven roasted chicken, bruschetta as the appetizers, and chocolate mousse as the dessert.
Okay. All right, 6 o'clock sharp. Your doorbell rings.
Okay, Casey will answer it. Who arrives first?
Aaron arrives first. Lauren, you're on
You're
mute.
muted.
God damn it. I think Aaron's
Such an Aaron move.
Yeah. Yeah, Aaron's like, what's up, cuz?
Hey.
Hey.
Role-playing note, Aaron Davis has a burning question that he doesn't want to allow himself to ask.
I know.
Okay.
So, anybody else here? Yep.
Nope, you're the first one here. Fucking A. I hate that you did this, Johnny. I don't know.
Otherwise, it was just going to be me 4 times.
You're the first one here, Aaron.
Oh, okay. Cool. Yeah.
They're Moscow Mules or Tom Collins if you want one. Or else I do have water.
Yeah. Water sounds great.
How are you doing? How are the Third Sons?
You know, surviving.
Picking the pieces up after Crick Throat?
Yeah. I guess trying to figure out a new direction. I don't know. But how have you been? You know, like you got your whole existence back.
Yeah. So do you have the memory of like me actually?
I remember, pieces.
I mean, things are fine. They're slowly getting back into order. I mean, I got the house back, so like that's great.
Aaron looks around. Yeah, it's nice. Nice
There's
digs.
water. Oh, you got some pictures? Great.
Am I in any of them? That's okay.
Trooper Dale, you have arrived. I want you to decide how you make your entrance known. Do you ring the doorbell? Do you knock? Do you knock and shout, I'm here? Or do you call on the phone?
Knock, knock. I'm here.
Make yourself at home, Aaron.
Hello.
Casey will answer the door.
Is anybody there?
Aaron points with his thumb. Is that Dale?
Yeah, I invited your brother. I hope it's okay.
I hear you guys in there.
Casey will go to the front door and open it. Hey, Dale.
Dale, your role-playing note here is that this is definitely the most people you have spent time with in months. I think you're wearing some baggy pants over your shadow legs, and you're very excited to be here if unaccustomed to talking to people.
I think Aaron's just kind of walk around, be like, do you need help with anything in the kitchen? I'm really not great with cooking, but I mean
No,
I could maybe set the table or
Nope, I actually did it all before you came here.
It's great.
Didn't want to be a bad host. All you have to do is relax and be a guest. When was the last time you guys saw each other?
I mean, I don't think I've seen those before. And Aaron points to the shadow legs.
My brother from the same mother. How's it going?
God.
So here for Trooper Dale.
It is going well. What happened there?
Oh, these old things? Well, they're the latest in magic technology.
Right. How'd you get those?
Long story short,
Kira gave him back his
Oh, really?
feet,
Oh, cool.
legs.
That's cool. Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That's really cool. She's great.
Do you like them?
Yeah, I mean, they really... they're slimming.
Thanks. I actually think they look a little better than my old legs.
Anyway, who else is coming?
Well, Jesse's coming.
And?
Should be here. And
The doorbell rings.
I'll get it.
No. Can I roll action and pressure?
Sure.
Okay, I'm gonna add 2 to this. 11.
Okay. You bound over the couch to get to
Aaron.
the door before Aaron.
Why don't you get Dale a drink?
Sure. Yeah. I can do that.
There's a pitcher, each of each drink, and there's empty cups.
Drinks. Now it's a party. Pulls out the cigar, lights up one.
Casey's gonna snatch that out of his hands.
What?
You are not smoking in my house.
It's a cigar.
Roll manipulate someone.
Come on, Dale.
10.
Okay. Dale, put out the cigar.
Okay. All right. He takes up his shadow legs on his boot and just.
Casey will walk towards the door, but just point at Dale, just don't you fucking dare.
Dale, defeated, just goes and sits down and sips on the drink that he was given.
Casey will open the door. Who's at the door?
It's Jesse. It's only 5 or 10 after 6, so yeah, it's Jesse. And he goes, so, gang's all here, or...
I will say that Casey immediately gives Jesse oh my god, help me face.
Hey, this is your doing.
I forgot how awkward the family reunion was, and Dale tried to fucking light a cigar in my house, and he's not even been here
he's
5
Dale.
minutes. Just, can you help me manage Dale and Aaron?
Roll manipulate someone and subtract 2.
11.
When you invite a guy to a party, can he really be forgiven for thinking he's there to eat, drink, and ask questions?
What are you talking about? You know what? As soon as everyone's done eating dinner, we can politely try and get Dale and Aaron out of here, and you, me, and Tessa can just talk and hang out, and then we can actually have a decent party.
Oh, we're gonna have a decent party. We're family. Hey, Dale, buddy, how you been? You getting out there?
Hey, yeah, I'm getting out there. How about you?
I think Casey shuts the door, but silently screams at the door with her back to everybody else.
You know me, married to the job, but paper's been final for a little while. You hitting the apps? And then he starts to just pour himself a Tom Collins. You know, Casey, these are supposed to be in a highball, but not that I'm...
I sit at home a lot. Just taking it all in, It's been a while since I've been out. Kind of get some, weird looks every now and again when I pull out these shadow legs, But so yeah, what have you been up to?
You know I'm not allowed to say. But thanks for asking. So I think Jesse will kind of wink and herd everybody to the table and start passing out bruschetta appetizers.
Well, I don't want to eat before Tessa gets here.
What are we supposed to do for an hour? You told us you were coming over for dinner. Jesse is doing this.
Casey's gonna check on the kitchen, and I think she's gonna, or the chicken. And then I think if you guys are sitting at the table, she's leaning on the island. She takes a long drink of her drink. So, I kind of wanted to ask you guys, because it's been a while. Jesse's my brother, so we talk constantly. Are you, Dale and Aaron, okay? I know I kind of disappeared from existence for a while. Just want to make sure how are you guys?
Yeah. A weird whole situation there, but doing good. I think all my memories are back, so that's good. Glad to remember you now.
Yeah.
Just out of character, they remember not knowing and then knowing.
Dale might not remember not knowing. I think the last time Dale would have seen Casey anyway would have been when she sent him away during the time when she was getting forgotten in the first place.
I assume Aaron would remember because Kira had come to him asking about the whole memory thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, what's the thing with the memories? What did I miss? Do you guys have a party without me?
Oh no, it's just like, the whole thing I can do with that thing I did at the museum. We're just
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Yeah, you can do some pretty cool stuff.
Thanks, Dale.
It's really not that cool. And I think Casey gives like Aaron like kind of a glare. It's really dangerous stuff, Dale.
What? It's like a huge scientific like breakthrough, and like it requires a lot of like discipline and like action.
This might be the first compliment that Dale has paid Aaron in years.
Aaron's like, thank you, Dale. It's like it requires a lot of like discipline and like work and like it's just like like my life's ambition to like figure out like how to model the brain, but like whatever. It's dangerous, I guess.
Absolutely, clink on your glass that you're not holding. Yeah, here's to you.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Jesse and I are trained in this weird stuff. And Aaron, what you're doing is super great, super awesome, like beyond
Thanks.
What I could come up with. But this stuff is dangerous.
Oh, very dangerous.
Right.
I mean, have you seen what happened to my legs?
Yeah, and worse could happen, Dale. So maybe stop looking into, your conspiracy board.
Okay. Well, I mean, danger's where the money is. You gotta do it.
Speaking of money, Dale, what have you been doing for work?
Aside from stalking into Mark Clayton's yard.
Hey, he's our guest.
I mean,
bygones.
It's not your house, Jesse.
I've been researching some really, intense stuff online, and a lot of people call them, conspiracy theories. But I mean, I
what would you call it?
I would call it really groundbreaking research into things that people might discredit. So
what have you what information, Dale? What groundbreaking information have you found?
Dale, will you roll investigate
it's back
a mystery?
In my files at home.
Will you roll investigate a mystery as though your sharp is -1?
That'd be a 7.
Okay. OOC John Wander, are you familiar with the Big Bloop?
So, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. You don't want to say it too loud because, all your phones might start going off and start tracking everybody. Have you guys heard of the Big Bloop?
Big Bloop?
It sounds familiar.
Casey's pouring herself a new drink.
It's got really large, beady eyes. It's at the bottom of the ocean.
Oh my god.
There's recordings of it. Submarines are out there and they've got their sonar going and stuff like that, and there's this low resonating noise in the ocean that goes off, and yeah, they think that they found it, and they're zeroing in on it right now, and it could answer a lot of things about what's out there, and so we're getting closer to it.
So there's a noise in the ocean, and you think it's something called the Big Bloop. It just sounds like a lot of conjecture to me. I don't know, Dale.
I mean, it's real. It's huge. It's groundbreaking.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Groundbreaking, like your stuff, Aaron.
Yeah. Listen.
I think Aaron's like, I
know it's not very compelling right now because I don't have the research in front of me. But
research is a little different than Dale's. No offense.
Look, I'm sure you guys are very good at what you do, and I take pride in the work and the community that I'm a part of, and I mean the Big Bloop is a big thing. Like it's just, and it's not very compelling. I don't have my research in front of me right now, but if I had it, I could show you.
We work with a lot of private security firms, Dale. If you're looking for something to do. Could make a little money.
Wait, Jesse, are you suggesting that he gets deeper into this weird stuff?
No, not at all.
Weird stuff. This is awesome stuff. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah. It seems like, well, it's off topic, Dale, to be perfectly honest, but you mentioned you haven't been getting out much, and I feel for you. I do. We've been calling you Trooper Dale since we were kids, and I know that kind of fell through for you. And I'm just wondering, till you get back on your feet, I could maybe get you some night watchman gigs, maybe something in archives, do a little bit more of that research. Just something. Keep you out of trouble. What do you think?
Well, I'm finding the trouble, but yeah, you know what? A change in career would be ideal. I mean, maybe that type of research can get me closer to some of these things I'm looking into and stuff too, and we can We'll share some intel.
We'll see about that. Yeah, let's give you a call in the next couple of days, and we'll get you scheduled. Actually, this is one spot where those, what you call them, magic legs might be an asset.
Do you think I should grab my research and bring it with for that interview? I think it might be really helpful.
Yeah, I don't know. Might be a little much for kind of, day zero. They really just would be more interested in, kind of what you can do, your experience, professional experience.
Sure.
And
sure.
So maybe hold off.
I'll save it for the right time.
Yeah. And let's get coffee sometime, and we'll talk about when that right time might be.
Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Get you another Moscow Mule?
Of course.
I think that Casey's keeping an eye on the chicken, totally drinking. I think she pulls out her phone and she actually texts Nick, because I think that Casey would have told Nick that, yeah, I'm having this family dinner, and I feel like Nick would totally be like, why? I think that Casey texts Nick family dinner's going great, great in all caps,
You'll get a text back that says, that's why I keep family out of dinner. Casey, roll act under pressure for your drinking.
Oh no. Act under pressure. I'm gonna add 2 to it. I'll let you have a little fun tonight. Oh god, I'm so glad I did. 9.
Okay. You're definitely getting a little tipsy.
Yeah.
I think you're hitting the bottom of your second drink. And you haven't eaten since lunch.
I think Casey might slip one of the bruschetta. Try and eat one.
Then I think as he's pouring in Moscow Mule for Daly's, Jesse's like, I thought we weren't supposed to be eating yet.
Shut it. Casey's going to take the chicken out. Start carving that up.
Casey, did you have us show up early on purpose?
Is this Jesse to just Casey or
yes.
Aloud? Yeah, I told Tessa to come at 7.
Uh-huh.
I'm nervous. And I also wanted to talk to you guys a little bit beforehand, but clearly there's no talking sense into the 3 of you. It's fine. It's whatever. Nothing is burnt. Everything's fine. Just starting my 3rd drink.
I want Jesse to go sit next to Dale and start a side conversation that will happen off camera that starts with, so what guns are you shooting these days, Dale?
Oh, you heard of the Desert Eagle?
Heard of it. All right.
Oh, God.
Pan.
Aaron, how's things? What's new with you?
After the whole situation with what was Quinn? I think her name Quinn. We just cleaning up after that whole mess. That was a whole ordeal. So we're just kind of figuring our stuff out at the moment.
Is the 3rd Sons and that stuff what you want to do?
I mean, there's really no escaping it. It's who I am, the 3rd son of a 3rd son. That's how it goes.
Yeah, I know the rhyme. Maybe you should come by sometime, and I can kind of teach you some defensive moves to keep yourself safe.
Would Kira be there? I mean, what?
I mean,
Never mind.
Don't
I guess I could ask Kira if she wants to join.
No. I'm just, Well,
because Kira and I train all the time.
Mm-hmm.
So
I bet.
I'm just saying, Jesse and I can't always be there when shit hits the fan. We're family, and I want to make sure you're safe. No offense, but you're, very smart with
Thank you. Was it supposed to be an insult? I'm
Just, you have your strengths, and I have my strengths, and
yeah.
I just want you to be safe.
I mean, we try to be as careful as we can. I'm not the hero, Casey. I'm supporting cast. That's help you. I help you guys look good.
Aaron, I've seen you be the hero. I mean, Kira told me how, like, you tried to help her.
She did.
Figure out how to get, like, my memories back to people.
Oh, What did she say?
She said that you, like, used her machine to, like, go and look at, like, her memories, and she tried helping you, like, remember who I was.
Yeah, no, it was, I was happy to help. Did she say anything else?
I mean, that, like, when I think the whole Quinn thing happened or whatever, like, she like, made sure that, like, you weren't dead.
Oh, did she?
You're doing some great things, Aaron. It's impressive. Like, if the stuff at the museum hadn't, gone bad, and not your fault whatsoever, really, like, that stuff was amazing. Like, fuck it, I couldn't have done that. I mean, I just shoot guns and kill people.
Aaron gets like a kind of like awkward like smile, and he's like, "Well, I thank you. I
just remembered what you guys are picturing Aaron as, and like, it's working.
Yeah.
I hate you,
Thomas Middleditch.
Look, I'm just saying, like, let's plan some sessions, and I can just show you a couple of moves.
Really,
so that
you think I'm gonna be able to throw a punch?
Yeah, I think you can. Hey, if Jesse can, so can you.
I heard that.
No, you didn't.
You'll be like, 1 sec. You just stand up and be like, talking about learning how to throw a punch?
Apparently, I'm got some stuff to learn.
You and I aren't always going to be there when the shit hits the fan of the Third Sons.
Last I checked, we got a gym downstairs. You mind if I give him a pointer or two? And he like cocks his head towards Dale.
Aaron wanting to tag out, or Jesse wanting to tag out.
He's like, what he's getting and what he's trying to push you into is that, like, you wanted to talk to your cousins. Go talk to your cousin.
Well, Jesse kind of handled the Dale thing for me, so.
Like, by distracting him? Don't you want to, like...
No, by, like, Jesse offering to Dale to get him a job in security to keep him out of trouble.
Okay, but now I want you to talk to Dale. So just want to take Aaron downstairs.
Don't touch any of the guns.
Oh, he is not touching any of the guns.
I wouldn't know what to do. Nope. I'm opposed to guns.
As he walks you down the stairs, Jesse's going to be like, well, be careful because they don't all look like guns.
That makes me feel very uncomfortable.
Aww.
Okay.
I just have to say, I feel like I'm nailing Aaron Davis.
You are. It's adorable.
So that you're sitting upstairs with Dale sitting at the kitchen table.
So, Dale.
Yes.
So the legs are working great. Kira did a good job on those.
Yeah. And I like kicked the table a little bit. Seemed to be working.
Have you been having any more trouble with the rowdy rough boys?
Yeah, they come around every once in a while, but I just scare them away.
How?
Yeah, they come, screeching around the corner and stuff, and I'll, fire a few rounds out into the yard and stuff, and they go away.
Deal. What do you just fire some rounds?
Yeah. I have guns.
Yeah, but, like, what about your neighbors? Like, what if a stray bullet hits one of your neighbors?
I'm shooting at the ground. Why would I hit a neighbor?
What do your neighbors think of this?
I mean, if someone came into your yard, wouldn't you do the same thing?
I mean...
He's got you there, Casey.
It kind of depends. If it's, like a werewolf or a demon or something, I would shoot it, not the ground.
Man, they got all sorts of creatures out there, don't they?
Yeah, just...
Yeah, so what is a couple rowdy rough boys,
Why don't I'll try and put in, like, a word, maybe, like, at work about the boys. See if I can get them off your back. I'm just saying, Jesse's offer of, like, joining the search party sounds great. That'll keep you super busy, and other like-minded people to work there as well. So, like, that might be up your alley.
Inside story. I like it.
Yeah. You know, a little bit of investigating and kind of back to your, like, maybe, like, your roots. You know, being a cop and trooper and all that.
You know what, Casey? I think that's the right choice.
Okay, you don't.
I'm gonna do it.
You don't need to go.
I'm gonna do it.
Dale. You don't need.
Because you believed in me. Do you have any more alcohol?
No, we are out. Here, you know what? Here, let me make you something great, and Casey will take your drink, wash it out, and just fill it with water, and like bring it back. Here you go, just for you, Dale.
Jesse is going to come back up the stairs holding up a limping Aaron.
Jesse.
It's fine. We're fine, aren't we? We just got a little carried away.
Aaron,
what happened?
Are you okay? Casey's gonna go to like her freezer and underneath the sink and grab like an ice pack and a first aid kit.
Yep.
He threw some moves I'd never seen before, and I just reacted to the danger. Muscle memory.
Jesse.
That's absolutely not what happened. He absolutely like tried to throw a kick and fell backwards.
Aww. I bet he did some pretty crazy shit down there.
Aaron, are you okay? Here, I have an ice pack.
I'm fine.
He just flew a little close to the sun.
Just make sure, like, if you know, if anybody comes around, just tell them I kicked your ass, right, Jesse?
I'd drink to that.
Well, why don't you sit down? Take it easy.
Yeah, that'd be nice. Do you get some more water?
Yeah. Katie's gonna bring over a Brita pitcher filter from like the water from the fridge. And
water, get this man a drink, and then he hands the water to Darren.
This was the best idea of my entire life.
Casey's gonna check the clock. Is it 7 yet?
It's like 7:25, and your doorbell rings.
Oh, I was gonna get really sad and heartbroken there. Okay, Casey's gonna go to the front door. I think she'll open it and just be like, "Oh, thank God."
It's Tessa who's at the door. She doesn't say anything, but when you say, "Oh, thank God," she's like, "Don't thank me yet. It's been a long time since I met a family, kid."
Yeah, and I think I need to say I'm sorry because it's not been going great.
Ooh, she has a bottle of wine that she just shoves into your hand and pushes past you.
Hey. Casey's gonna grab her arm and like pull her into a hug and kiss her real quick. Hi. Okay, fine, go. Casey's gonna shut the door, just mumbling to herself. How are you doing, Casey? Oh, that's great.
Hey, and then she's gonna come back and squeeze your hand and be like, "I'm here to meet your family, aren't I?"
Yeah. Do you want some of this wine, or else I have some drinks made?
What drinks?
There's a Moscow Mule or Tom Collins.
I'll have a Moscow Mule. You clean up nice.
Speaking of cleaning up, what is Tessa wearing?
I think.
Also, what do the Dale cousins and brother? How are they dressed?
Jesse is dressed as he usually is dressed. I think for a day off, it would be, dress pants, sport coat, button down shirt with no tie. Dale, I think, is dressed like is dressed kind of like you assume him to be. Probably a camo jacket with like a thick flannel or a Carhartt shirt underneath. And then I think he has figured out how to put pants over his shadow legs, but he may or may not be able to wear shoes yet. And then Aaron dressed up. I think he has some like dark blue pants, some brown dress shoes, a light blue dress shirt, and a narrow tie. And then I think Tessa is wearing like her trademark combat boots, her narrow dark jeans, and then I see her in just like a huge baggy shirt that like just hangs way off her but the sleeves are rolled up.
I think Casey for sure has like a button-up shirt and then like a sweater on top, and like the arms probably rolled up. Probably some nice jeans.
In order to get the drink, you're either going to have to walk her past everybody or leave her where she is to go get to the drinks and walk past everybody.
Yeah, no, I was thinking Casey's gonna, like, I think with, like, her hand at, like, the small of Tessa's back, like, guide her in and just be like, hey, guys, I'd like to introduce you guys to someone.
Aaron stands up and, like, kind of, like, brushes himself off.
Tessa, this is my cousin Dale.
Howdy.
His brother, my cousin Aaron.
Huh?
You know Jesse.
Been a while.
Dale, Aaron, Jesse, this is my girlfriend Tessa Jones.
Like, Aaron kind of looks, like, between the two and is like, wow, great to meet you. I think Aaron will, like, shake her hand.
What's Dale say?
Nice to meet you.
Actually, Dale, will you roll plus sharp as though it's -1 one more time?
Casey will grab Tessa a drink.
Okay.
8.
So I think for a minute,
A friend that's a girl.
yeah, you know, girls have girlfriends.
Oh, yeah.
Nice to meet you, a person.
Nice to meet you. Are you like family I didn't know about, or?
No, Dale, that's Casey's girlfriend.
Well, right. She's a girl.
Dale, but like girlfriend.
Like, oh. Nice to meet you.
Tessa, Jesse Davis. It's been a while.
I think Dale steps back and he's just like, well, this is different. He doesn't actually say that.
I think he might, because in How to Talk Minnesotan, that is one of the 3 things you need to get through any interaction. Oh, well, that's different.
That's different.
Who's hungry? Food is ready.
I love food.
Food is good. Let's get the food.
All right. Everybody will get food. Everybody will get drinks. Maybe not Dale. Maybe we'll fake him out with some sparkling water and a bunch of bitters. Dale, why don't you try one of these? We call it Castle Danger Spritz. It's light, it's airy, it's so refreshing. You're gonna love it.
This doesn't have the color that I'm used to in the drink, you know?
Yeah, it's some kind of sake-yuki, you know.
It's like,
all right.
Have you ever had like that kind of alcohol that you just really can't taste, but just like hits you like a freight train later?
It's like
the really good stuff.
quadruple distilled or something.
Okay, I think like Casey will like slip Tessa like a wink as it's Jesse and her just like bullshitting.
Can I roll investigate a mystery on that?
Yeah, sure. Remember your sharp is -1.
So alcoholic drink, you say?
Yeah.
All right. I'll give it a shot. You know, haven't really tried anything like this. I usually go to my go-tos, but
I used to be just like you. Changed my life. And you'll all sit down for dinner. Is it all just, are you doing buffet style, or are you doing courses?
So it's not a lot. There's just like, I think Tracy brings like a really big bowl of like pasta with a little like pasta fork, like just a bunch of roasted chicken, and then probably just like maybe roasted tomatoes. Nothing crazy, but maybe the pasta is like homemade, but you know, NBD. And Casey will for sure like plate up like food for Tessa. Maybe help Dale or Aaron with like the pasta fork.
I think Dale's okay. I think Aaron might be a little flustered because he's realizing that his expectations have been set incorrectly.
Oh, okay.
No, it's great to meet you.
This friend, right? Yep, this was the friend you were talking about. No other people coming tonight? Just this is the crew. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, who else were you expecting, Aaron?
But nobody.
I'm pretty sure it's a lie, right?
Oh, yeah.
Obviously.
Sorry to confuse you, Aaron.
No, it's cool. It's cool. Yeah, no, just wasn't. Pasta.
I think if she's sat down already, I think after taking a single bite, Tessa will go, "Holy shit," to interrupt this whole thing. Did you make this?
Yeah.
This is fucking amazing.
This is way above that Olive Garden stuff, you know?
It is pretty good.
Thanks, Dale. I hope it's better than Olive Garden.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good.
I'm really not trying to make her so crass, but I do think that I want Tessa to, mouth full, go, Olive Garden could go to hell. And keep
I think that Casey is actually just a little bit I'm very embarrassed.
You do have to understand, this is absolutely the best meal that Tessa has had
In 12 years.
That's true,
And
yeah.
it's homemade by her girlfriend. Oh my god.
I think I'm responding this way because A, I don't take compliments well, and B, I don't think Casey takes compliments well.
Oh my god. I'm sorry. I don't,
No, I think Aaron takes a bite and he's like, "You're right. Olive Garden can't go to hell."
I don't eat like this on a day-to-day basis, you have to understand.
Well, now that you're around, there's more where that came from. We want to blow past this extremely awkward finale.
No, it's
I don't know
fine.
what to say. I'm like,
I want Tessa to be like, so, what do you do for a living, lover boy?
Who, me?
To Aaron.
I was like, Dale?
She's got your number.
Oh, God. Okay. Just, well, I used to work at the museum, doing some, just like some, theoretical applications of like, the human mind and like, how could we like, capture it and image it and, all that kind of stuff. I was doing that. And then, my mind was open to this whole like third sons thing. Do you know about that? Nope. Okay, cool.
You can just say science.
Science. Yep. I do science.
Aaron does some really cool work.
What about you? What do you do?
I'm what you'd call between jobs.
Okay, yeah, I get that.
Trying to make a fresh start back in my hometown.
Well, here's to fresh starts, Aaron said, holding up his glass of water.
She'll hold up her glass and look at Casey and go, to fresh starts. If there's anything else anyone else wants to say. Otherwise, we could sort of cut to finishing up dessert.
Please do.
Would you like to communicate using your sibling language that Jesse should try to usher your cousins out? Or can we assume that over dessert would be shit like, how did you meet?
Yeah, I think over dessert is like, so how did you two meet or whatever? And I think that Casey might be like, as she's like picking up plates from the dinner table, it was great seeing you again, Dale and Aaron.
Yeah, anytime. If you want to just have a big group get together type thing, I'd be there. Other people might be there, and it'll be great.
I would be there as well.
Great.
Your friends and us.
For a party.
Yeah. Yeah, a non-smoking party. But we definitely need to schedule that sparring session. Aaron, like once you heal up, Aaron or Jesse's not always the gentlest.
Sparring session.
Don't worry about it.
Oh. Well, no, I made you a promise, and I'll keep you to it.
It's
when you heal. Don't worry about it.
I don't know if it's my thing.
Jesse says, with that reach, he's going to be a hell of a fighter.
As a chip off the old block, and I think Dale just like punches you in the shoulder.
Aaron, you can make sure that Dale gets home okay.
Yeah.
I'll be fine.
Are you sure you've had? Aaron's like doing mental math. I would estimate your blood alcohol levels at about a 0.12 at least.
Alcohol doesn't affect me too much anymore.
Dale, you're supposed to be a trooper.
I am a trooper. Do you see? I'm talking. I can stand up. Look at this. And I just jump up and dance around a little bit.
Casey's gonna look at Jesse and be like, "What do you think, Jesse?"
I'd take the free ride, Dale. Honestly, they don't come around every day.
Yeah, you can tell me about how you got those shadow legs that Kira gave you.
It's a hell of a story. Jesse's gonna push his chair back and stand up and start trying to usher you guys out.
Casey's gonna be clearing the table, loading the dishwasher. I think she's on her.
I think Tessa will come up behind you with another dish or two and be like, "Is that your fifth drink?"
If it was, what?
I think she'll bump you with her hips and be like, "Somewhere along the line, you learned how to party."
Please, this was nothing like a party.
Oh, I think it was great.
Well, I'm glad that you enjoyed yourself. I guess that's all that matters.
Jesus, Casey.
I didn't realize getting my two cousins and my brother and my girlfriend together was going to be such work. I mean, to be honest, it's usually just Jesse and I. Maybe you can join us on Thursday nights. You okay?
I forgot what it felt like to not have nobody else.
Well, you've got me. And I'll make you as much fresh pasta as you want.
Oh, careful. I'll hold you to that.
How are things going with Stroud?
About as you expect. Slow. It's nice not to think I'm gonna wake up dead every night.
Sigma, mad that you came?
No, I think this is what he wanted. He's been running even longer than I have, you know. It's good for both of us to have a, place to slow down. I mean, this place doesn't mean the same thing it does to me, but it's shelter.
You can always come here. I mean, probably one of the safest houses on the block.
You could say that again. Jesse's back. Well, that was trial by fire. What do you think of the Davis clan?
I honestly would rather go up against murderous ghosts or demons from there than do that again.
And the worst part is, Tessa says, it was all your fault.
Yeah, I guess I just like pain. Hey, if the next time Sigma wants to come for dinner, he can come. I'm assuming he also hasn't had a homemade dinner in a while.
That would be true.
I mean, the least I can do is at least send you home with some leftovers to give to him.
God, I can't even believe there are any. I could have eaten another whole bowl of that stuff.
Does this mean you have to go back?
I really should.
It's okay. Jesse, why don't you pour yourself another drink?
Why don't I take care of the dishes?
Casey's gonna just walk Tessa to the front door. Sure you're okay? You're safe?
Safer than I've ever been. Hey, I'm not gonna just disappear this time.
Can you make that promise?
Can you promise me all the pasta I can eat?
That's a pretty easy promise. Wait till you see what else I can make. I've been told I can make a mean chocolate chip cookie.
Darkside Davis turned into Polly Homemaker. Who'd have thought?
I cook when I'm stressed. It's better than the alternative. I know I saw you a couple days ago, but it was really good to see you.
It's good to see you too. Was there something going on with your cousin Dale's legs?
Yeah, I think that's another story.
Magia legs?
Yeah, he lost his legs, but we fixed it.
Sounds like a real long story.
I promise I'll tell you on Thursday.
Till Thursday.
I don't want to say goodbye.
Oh, this is so cheesy. I think she's gonna put her face right up next to yours and go, close your eyes.
Oh. What are you doing?
Keep them closed.
I hate this.
And after a minute, you open your eyes and she's gone.
Well, that was just mean.
I think in a minute you'll get a text that says, well, we didn't have to say goodbye.
Can I talk to my brother?
Sure.
Would you let me? Because there are things.
Oh, I'm sure there are things.
Casey's gonna come, I think slightly wobbly, into the kitchen. I owe you big time.
He slides what did he call it? Castle Danger Spritz.
Oh, I know what that is. Don't worry, I just need water.
Well, this tastes just like water. You can barely taste the booze.
Casey will drink half of it. I checked in on the other Davises. How's this one?
I really didn't expect you to ask that. Fine. You know me.
Yeah, and you're a lot like me. You keep it under wraps. I mean, the last month has been hell. I think you took it the second hardest. I mean, I had it the worst, and I think you had it just as bad. How are you holding up?
I know it was like magic or reality warping or whatever, but how did I just forget you? How did I just let that happen?
You did not let it happen.
I know. It's whatever.
You could not have stopped me, Jesse. You know that, right? You could not have stopped me.
I damn well shoulda.
In hindsight, maybe, but...
I know it all worked out, but...
I mean, knock on wood, look at everything that's where we're at. I mean...
We're standing. We're Davises.
Just barely the skin of our teeth.
It's what we do. Clink.
Hey, I need to ask you something.
Shoot.
I ended up reconnecting with Captain Torres. Her and I are supposed to grab coffee. Sounds like she's...
Casey, I just met your girlfriend. What kind of conversation are we about to have?
Not that one. I'm just saying, Nick. You know, I've been running in a lot of circles as he. And he and I are becoming, you know, good friends, I would say. Surprisingly, honestly. And it kind of just got me thinking, like, he's run into me, he's run into Captain Torres when they were younger. And I kind of asked him if he'd ever run into you. But he said kind of the weirdest thing. He told me to talk to you. And when I pushed a little harder, he said that it needed to come from family, not him. I would have pushed him more, but he seemed really upset.
That doesn't sound like you.
I remember, like, when you taught me to drive, those things that chased us. If I remember correctly, you promised me you'd tell me some other time what that was. Well, it's been 12 years. Can you tell me what that was? What happened?
I was young, cocky. We both were. Thought we knew everything about everything. Thought we could just waltz in like some hero in the Old West and save everybody with our tough guy smile and cock of a gun. We didn't know what was happening to the world then. What had apparently been happening for decades. The holes, doorways.
To the hallway.
To a million different hells, Casey. A million different worlds. Full of God knows what kind of monsters. And we were trapped in that museum. Nick and me. Goddamn bus full of 6th graders. We had to wedge the door shut, but you don't close a door like that with wood.
I think Casey might reach out and squeeze his shoulder.
He might pull away. Don't.
Okay. Sorry.
They tell you to focus on the people you save, but the people you let down just scream that much louder. It was all we had between the technology I managed to bring and whatever made shit Nick had learned by then. We used her to block the door. And I still see her face every night as I'm falling asleep.
Jesse, you did the right thing.
That doesn't make that little girl any less dead.
But it's closed. It's all closed.
And all that cost was you.
I mean, to be fair, I just made it worse. I was scrambling to figure out how to help, but I failed. Kira and Mark and Donovan and Faces and Dad closed the hallway. I really did nothing. All I did was save someone's dad. To be honest, I was really angry. Angry that I was nothing and I couldn't do anything and I was worthless. They closed the hallway, not me.
I think he's going to pick up his fizzy knot booze and yours and be like, what do you say we swap these out for something harder?
I couldn't agree more.
Executive producer Jonny Grubb. This has been the Monsters Playbook, featuring
John Wander as Mark Clayton.
Lauren Johnson as Anna and Kira Ashwood.
Miah Detjen as Casey Davis and Theo Nessos.
and Jonny Grubb as literally everybody else. Our theme song is by me, Jonny Grubb. The Monsters Playbook is produced and engineered by Miah Detjen and edited by Miah Detjen and Lauren Johnson. If you liked this episode, please tell a friend. We love friends. You can find us on Facebook and Instagram at Monsters Playbook, and on Twitter at Monster Playbook, and on Web 1.0 at monstersplaybook.com. And come hang out with us on Discord. We're fun. We'll see you next episode where, as always, I'll have some good news and some bad news. Thanks for listening.
Remember how like Johnny was like, let's all start together.
I did say that, didn't I? That was very silly of me.
Quickly devolved.
Why would I think I would get
We
that?
had lists of things we wanted to do.
I mean, at least we've been with Mark.
Yeah. Except for me, sorry.
I'm like half expecting there to be an old lady that's like, Mark, help me get across the street.
I'm just imagining someone like almost bumping into you and being like, oh, excuse me. And Mark being like, what do you want now?
I just want to feed my bird.